All right, and we are live. Let's get this buddy started. I get all set up. There we go. All right. Oh, second. There we go. All right, so Dolphins start with the ball after a pretty great return. Let me get this all untangled. Dolphins Steelers. Like I said, I picked the Dolphins, but I don't feel confident with it. From the 27-yard line, under center is going to be Tua. Going to send the lineman into motion. Interesting choice. Throws it to the time to the 30, to the 35, to the 40, and Doe keeps on going up to the 45, down to the 47-yard line. That's Hill with a grab and go. Yes, grab and go. So far, all these Steelers fans waving their terrible towels when they're literally calling for Mike Tomlin like 2 weeks ago. Yeah. Uh, I don't know. Like, I mean, you're first place in the division. Good for you. You're going to be either blown out by the Texans or whoever you got to play. So it's not great. But like I said, I don't know. I don't know what's going to be happening with. Is that Jalen Ramsey in the backfield? No, it's not. I thought for a second it was. And I was like, he's not. It's like Jalen Ramsey tried to get in the backfield. There he is. Yep. Push him out of bounds. It's going to be a loss of 2 yards on the play for Devon Achane. Second down 12. Like I said, I don't feel confident with any of my picks because I didn't know who to pick really and truly with the Dolphins and the Steelers. You never know what you're going to get. I picked the Dolphins because, like I said, Steelers don't have T.J. Watt. Also, Steelers have been up and down this year, and I'm like, it would be for them to like basically just all they got to do is just win this game and win the Browns. They pretty much got the division, and they just dropped this one. So, going to be a hand. Devon Achane is going to. Oh, great job by Achane, who was able to spin out of a tackle. Only gains about 3 yards there, but great job there by Herbig trying to trip him up. Hello there, Daniel. How you doing? Happy Monday. You also pick the Dolphins with no confidence whatsoever. Exactly. So you can't. You have a Herbig gets his hand up, which causes Devon Achane to trip up because Devon Achane probably would have been gone, if I'm being honest. Like I said, Devon Achane got that speed. So third down 7, 13:07 left to go in the first quarter. You got the 6-7 Dolphins versus the 7-7 Steelers. Two are going to be empty set. Got to hurry up. 2, 1. Barely got to snap off. Drops back a pass. Steps up in the pocket. Is going to throw, and that's going to be incomplete. Try to get to Washington. Well, no, actually, got to try to get to Waller. Porter on the tackle. Not tackle there. But pass breakup. 4th down 7. Got to punt this ball away. Ooh. Goodness. But yeah, happy Monday. We are in my book, we're about 4 days away from Christmas break. So us teachers and then the students are also very happy. So we're buying time trying to get to that point. Gonna be great. No, bad job. Bad job by the Dolphins. Almost got there. Bonner, the gunner there, white cornerback, who try to get pinned deep, but unfortunately it does roll into the end zone, and so it's going to be 1st down 10 for the Steelers. Please don't go to commercial break. Come on. Okay, well, we're going to commercial break. All right, whatever. It's ESPN, so it's going to happen. They're showing a Chick-fil-A commercial I had earlier. As you can see, the Chick-fil-A. I ain't had it in a little bit, so I was like, I'm going to get some Chick-fil-A. I've also had a lot more chicken, though. I need to stop eating so much chicken. I've eaten a lot of chicken as of lately. Like, I've either ordered chicken or made, like, chicken quesadillas or, like, just straight up just bought a chicken. Like, just bought, like, a rotisserie chicken. I mean, like, you can get, like, a whole rotisserie chicken for, like, $6. And so I can eat the dark meat and then save the white meat and then shred up the white meat for something I use later on. So, I mean, for like $6, that's amazing. That's an amazing price. It used to be $5 back in the day. I remember that. It used to be Walmart had the $5, but now it's $6. But it's still good. It's still a good price, though. But yeah, I've had a lot of chicken. I kind of realized that after I was eating my Chick-fil-A, I was like, I need to stop. I'm eating too much. Anyways, so it's 0-0. Dolphins were able to move the ball a little bit, at least. We'll see what the Steelers are going to be able to do. Like I said, Devon Achane almost had a a breakaway run. However, like I said, Herbig did trip him up, so it'll be interesting to see how the Steelers offense does. Yes, like I said, the reason why I picked the Dolphins was because I just feel like it's one of those games the Steelers drop where they definitely shouldn't, and also it makes the AFC North division just that much more wilder. It's just crazy. Um, so you have that because I said I want it to come down to the last week of whoever wins that game wins it all. So in my mind, I want it to be eight, both of them to be 8-8 going into. Uh, I want both of them to be 8-8 going into. What was I thinking about? Going into Week 18, and right now, the Steelers are 7-6, and the um, whatchamacallit, excuse me, the Ravens are 7-7. I love chicken. I mean, who doesn't? Honestly, I mean, chicken is amazing. Chicken is a great bird. Turkey ain't half bad too. I'll give it that. From the 20-yard line, under center going to be a play action pass, and he's going to roll it to his right, going to throw. It's going to be a check down, but John Smith does get 1 yard. So second down 9 for the Steelers. Yeah, I love me some chicken. The real question here, Dobie. What's your favorite place to get chicken from? Like, are we if we're in a pinch, going to have Gainwell to his left. I said Wilson to motion. I motion back out. Going to be a handoff to Gainwell, who's going to try the right side, and he gets like a yard. No, actually, I'm not going to give him that. So it's going to be third down and 8. Good Lord. All right, third down and 8 for the Steelers. I think I picked. Oh no, actually no. I picked 24-20. I think I picked my final score is 24-20 Dolphins because I feel like they can do somewhat decent, but I don't know. All right, empty set for Aaron Rodgers. Almost got Chop Robinson and jump off sides. Drops back to pass. And he's going to check it down to Gainwell to 25. Makes a man miss. And he's going to be short. Just short. Gain 7 yards. Needed 8. Fourth down and 1 from the 29-yard line. And the Steelers got to put this ball away. 10:50 left to go in the first quarter. Yeah, I'm hoping this is not a terrible game. I mean, it's like I said, just the first shot for each one of them. But at the same time, it's like both of these teams could be anemic sometimes. All right, so punt about to be on the way. Malik Washington on to receive. And that is going to be a return to the 22, up to the 25, and down about the 30-yard line. So first down to the 30-yard line for the Dolphins. 10:14 left to go in the first, and hopefully we're not going to a commercial break. Nope, we are, of course. Of course we are. That's fine. Yes. I don't know. This, I've had some time to think it over. Obviously, I'm still upset about the Panthers game. I'm still trying to get. I hate the fact that I called it, and then also the fact that we just cannot find a way to be consistent and save our life. So part of me wants the Seahawks to win against the Rams. And the only reason I'm saying that is because for some odd reason, we play up to competition. So with our backs on the line, we might be able to beat the Bucks. And then all we gotta do, we can beat somehow, some way, beat the number one seed Seahawks, because if that would happen if the Seahawks win, they would be the number one seed. So somehow, some way, we do so. And then, like I said, hopefully the Dolphins can beat the Bucks. That's the other reason. That's the other way we can win the division is if we win two and the Bucks lose two. So it doesn't have to be necessarily a sweep. That's the more likely scenario. But yeah, I'm thinking about making some chicken again. But I just had some pizza, so I'm thinking no, probably not if you just have some pizza. What kind of pizza we got? We got there, Adobe. What kind of pizza? Um, any Chicago deep dish? I know you're not. I know, like I said, Bears fan, but not really from Chicago. But I've never had Chicago deep dish. I've heard mixed things about it. I'm just a regular kind of pizza kind of person. Uh, I ain't ever had a Chicago, or is it Detroit? No, it's Chicago style, right? Chicago deep dish pizza. All right, so from the 29-yard line, actually, two are gonna be under center, HN in the backfield. Gonna be I formation. 35, maybe the 36-yard line. Nice game there, about 7 yards. Second down, three. I'm not personally a fan of deep dish myself, but from what I'm told, deep dish is more of a Detroit thing. Pan pizza would actually be more of a pizza than deep dish. Gotcha. This according to the locals when I was there 5 years ago. Okay, so more of a Detroit thing. Gotcha. I said I want to go more places in the Midwest. I haven't like the only Midwest place I've technically been to is Ohio, so I haven't really been to a lot of places in the Midwest that I want to visit. So that's going to be second down and 4 from the 35-yard line. Going to be a pitch out to Devon Achane. He's going to try the right side up to the 40, up to the 45, and down to the 49-yard before Jelly Rams just like picks him up. And we got a first down 10 for the Dolphins. Great job there, Devon Achane. But given the popularity of it, more people associate with Chicago than Detroit. Okay, so it's okay. More people associate with Chicago. Gotcha. Guess that makes sense. Yeah, there's a couple places I want to go, especially like more so up north. I've been a lot of places all over the South. I haven't done a lot of Northeast or Midwest. Outside of my one trip, about 12, actually about 11 yards. First down 10 for the 40-yard line. 8:35 to go in the first quarter. Because I've been pretty much all over the South, especially like even like Southwest. Been as far I haven't been to Oregon and Washington, but I have been to Utah and Nevada, Colorado, Kansas, Oklahoma, Nebraska, that kind of stuff. Like all of that. Well, no, I just went to Kansas and go through Nebraska. Anyways, first down 10. Gonna be under center from the 40-yard line. Gonna be a play action pass, and Tua's got time. Throws not really a deep ball, but a floater. That's gonna be picked off because like I said, he threw a floater to hey Samuel. Look for him. Look at him. He's Tua just throwing that up in like a prayer. I was like, that's not good, but it's okay. So Steelers ball. I've been to Cleveland. I've been to Cincinnati. I've been to Cleveland, Cincinnati, Sandusky. Like I said, that's where I went. I went to for my senior trip. We did a road trip to. So yeah, that was a fun trip for sure. Excuse me. Sorry. Let me get stopped up. If you get deep dish from Little Caesars, they would call it Detroit not Detroit, but Detroit Tigers, like the CEO of Little Caesars, I think. Might be wrong, but I think that's correct. Let's see, I've been to the Carolinas. I've been to Asheville. Oh, Asheville, very nice. Been to Biltmore, or just Asheville. Asheville's also a beautiful place as well. The foothills of the Appalachian Mountains. I've been to Charlotte. I've been to Charleston. Charleston and Charlotte, very nice areas as well. Charleston, South Carolina, just like I said, just came back from there. I've been to New Orleans, Houston. I've been to Louisville. I've been to Manchester, Tennessee, and Nashville. Very nice. Like I said, Louisville's a nice place. I like Lexington a little bit better. Obviously, like some people from Louisville not to be happy about that. They're huge rivals. Nashville is really nice. I really like Nashville. there's a lot of stuff that you can possibly do in Nashville, like that everybody will be able to enjoy. Um, I think over the years, it's really tried to be more of a family friendly kind of thing for Nashville. It still has, like I said, obviously like I said, the typical things you see like with like a lot of like touristy places for a lot of people who are either going on like bachelor trips, that kind of stuff. You still see that kind of stuff, but for the most part, like I think they're trying to be still be like very family friendly oriented, try to help like build up that kind of thing. It's the same as I think kind of like for like Panama City Beach is trying to change its image. Toddler when it ended. When if I remember correctly, wasn't there like an MTV like Spring Breakers or something like that? I don't know what exactly what it's called, but like everybody was going to Panama City, and so like a lot of people started to go to Panama City because of it. And then obviously, like I said, it just kind of turned into like, oh, this is where all the college kids go. I might be wrong, but I think that's right. But that's like I said, it's before my time. Gonna be a toss up to the left. It's gonna be a gain of about 8. I believe he was down before the ball popped out, but yeah. So it's gonna be second down and about 4. So gain of 6 yards there, second down and 4, up to the 25-yard line, and that's gonna be um, Warren. But yeah, like literally, like they're showing it right now. Tua scanning, and then I think Samuel was originally like supposed to be in a zone, like a flat zone, but I mean Tua just flew it up there. Don't know why. Get about 3 yards there. Third down and 1. Once again, give it to Warren. Been to New Jersey. Haven't been. I've been to New Jersey, Springfield, Massachusetts, New York City. Want to go there? Have ever been upstate New York and the Baseball Hall of Fame? Very nice. I used to travel so much. That's where all the college kids go. Secret places to go at either Daytona Beach or third and 1. Going to be a QB, well, not really a QB sneak, more of like a tight end sneak with Hayward, and they're going to say he didn't get it. So it'll be 4th and inches. But yeah, I like like Destin's also a great place. And not it's a little more expensive. Like Panama City Beach is also cheaper too, and a lot of great food spots. A lot of great food spots in Panama City Beach as well. Like I said, Destin, Fort Morgan, both those are close by. A little more expensive, but still nice. It's 4th down and 1. Once again, going to do a tush push with Hayward. And they get it that time. Yeah, he's got it. It's first down 10 for the Dolphins. Not for the Dolphins, sorry. For the Steelers. New Sumernon. Oh. Sumernon. Wait, Sue? Oh, that's an M. I thought that was an N. Oh, it's an RN. Oh, I saw the RN as being an M. That's why I was confused. Okay, gotcha. I have to look that up. I'm very much I could be a beach to his left from the 30-yard line. Going to be dropped back a pass, get some pressure, going to dump it off to Gainwell, who's going to get basically back to the line of scrimmage. All right, so yeah, second down 10. Not much gain. Melifonwu with the tackle. 5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Still 0-0. As you can tell, this is such an interesting game. We're talking about traveling because that's how great this game's been so far. 4:40 left to go in the first quarter. Second down 10 for the 30-yard line. Empty set for Aaron Rodgers. Middle will be caught. And that's going to be up to the 50 and down to the 49-yard line. That is DK Metcalf. First down 10 for the Steelers. And they have crossed the 50-yard line. Thank the Lord. Finally got something. Waiting for something good to happen. All right, so from the 48-yard line, shotgun formation with Warren to his left. Going to be 2 tight end set. Going to be a handoff to Warren. He's going to try the middle of the field, gets to the 45, and it gets about to the 43. So nice gain there, about 5 yards. Second down 5. 3:35 left to go in the first quarter. Nashville, like I said, went to the Vanderbilt game. went a couple of different places as well. So yeah, I'm also a traveler. I like to save money to go on vacations. Under center, going to send Washington in motion over to the right. Under center, going to be a handoff to Warren. He's going to try the left side. Sorry, the left side, the right side. Gains like a yard, but like it's going to be 3rd down and 4 again. So Boswell do something. That'd be nice. What is Aaron Rodgers getting so upset about? What? I don't know. Anyways. Shotgun formation, 3rd down 3. Going to have Gainwell to his right. Trips to the left. Drops back a pass, throws to the right, and it's going to be too low, unfortunately. 4th and 3. All right, come on, just do something. Please do something. 4th and 3, they're going to go for it. It's fine. 2:19 left to go in the first quarter. It's still 0-0. Aaron just gets the first down. Just get us the first down. Empty set, draws back to pass, and throws it out. And it's caught by Gainwell, first down up to about the 30-something yard line. Maybe the 33, depends on where I spot him. But we actually have a first down. We're in field goal range. So hopefully we get some kind of score. Because right now it's 0-0. It's been awful. So, yeah. All right, so first down, 10 for the Steelers. About 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter. And they are at the 30, it's like the 33, 32-yard line. 32-yard line, yep. Shotgun formation, running back to his left. Going to be a handoff to Gainwell. He's going to stiff arm. Makes one man miss, however, is going to lose a yard. 2nd down, 11. Not Nick Chubb, goodness gracious. Bradley Chubb with the tackle. Nick Chubb. Do love me some Nick Chubb, though. I remember I drafted Nick Chubb with my 2nd pick the year that he broke his leg, and I was devastated. I still did well that fantasy season, though, because like I said, I drafted well the rest of the way. But I was devastated. From the 33-yard line, 2nd down and 11. Going to drop back a pass. Going to do a no-look pass to Warren, who's going to get, good Lord, Chop Robinson absolutely just blew him up. It's gaining nothing, so it's like 3rd down and 11 again. 50 seconds left to go in the first quarter. I just wanted like an explosive play. I want something good. I mean, that's a good hit. It's a good hit by Chop. But I'm like, I'm hoping for more. 3rd and 11, 30 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Shotgun formation. Warren to his right. And that's will be the end of the first quarter. Again, this has been a nothing burger so far. It's 0-0 going to second quarter. 4th down and forever. Because Warren got absolutely devastated in pass protection. All right. Parker, how you doing? I'm so sad the Chiefs football are out of the playoffs now. I understand, Parker. Like, look, it's fine at the same exact time. You know, sometimes you have an off season, and obviously, I said it hurts that your team got injured. A lot of other teams are very happy that you lost. I'm not like a petty person that's like that with the Chiefs. I will say, like I said, I do think that the people who are digging the graves of the Chiefs are being foolish. Because it's like, did you not see all the other times that also happened for the Patriots too, when they had either down years and whatnot, you wanted to try to dig their graves? Like, yeah, the first dynasty might be done, but like the Chiefs can still be good, especially if Patrick Mahomes still continues to be good. Like if Patrick Mahomes still continues to be good, like Chiefs will be in it every single, like still be in it, be a competitor, and then if they just draft well. Like I said, they could still be good. Like it's not like they are known for not being drafted. They just got lucky. No, they drafted well. So I don't see the Chiefs being down that bad. I do think over the next 2 or so years, maybe like making the divisional is your best bet. But like after that point, I mean, you're probably going to have a let's see, if they end the season losing, I mean, obviously they'll beat the Raiders, but if they end the season, what like was it 8-9 maybe? I think that's what projected right now because with Patrick Mahomes being out. If you're 8-9, you're borderline top 10, maybe 12th pick. If there's a way that the Chiefs can get Jeremiah Love, that would be amazing for your offense because you can actually pound the rock and you can be able to get like either a veteran QB to like, let the days go by. All right, I'm talking about the NFL draft because I said it's going to be in Pittsburgh. You can like, either get a veteran QB to kind of like, tie the not tie the team down, but like kind of like get through this next season while Patrick Mahomes is nursing his injury. You can rely on a really good offensive line you have, especially the interior offensive line is really good. Your tackles hit or miss, but depending on if they're healthy or not. Like I say, you're in a good spot Chiefs wise if you just are able to do a little bit better at drafting than you have. Last two haven't been the best. There've been some good players, but it's not been what it has been in the past. So I don't think they're gonna be totally dead for the next couple of years. Are the Colts in the playoffs this year, Parker? Okay, so Colts will have to win out to try to make the playoffs, in my opinion. Right now, like you have to play against the 49ers, you got to play against the Jaguars, and you got to play against the Texans. So, not looking the best, but is it possible? Sure. Probable? Probably not. All right, so from the 20-yard line, under center, going to be a handoff. That's going to be by, is that Ollie Gordon? No, it's not Ollie Gordon. I can't tell who that is. It's not Ollie Gordon. Is it, what's his face? Oh, he's the rookie. I talked about him too. No, he's a second-year player. Can't remember his name. Shoot, I feel bad. But yeah, like I said, Colts still technically have a shot, but probably not. Probably not. Second down and 8 after that 2-yard gain. Tua going to be in pistol formation. Sends Waller to motion. Going to be a throw to Waller, who's going to be for a screen to the 25 up to 30. Got laid out of bounds, but he does get the first down. Parker, are the Panthers football going to the playoffs? I hope so. We have a hard road ahead of us because we could not handle just beating the Steelers. Couldn't handle beating the Seahawks. Good Lord. We couldn't handle beating the Saints, which sucks. And so now we have to either sweep the Bucks, which is the more probable thing, or we have to win two and the Bucks have to lose two, regardless of how that happens. Going to be handled to Achane, who tries the left side, gets about 5, so it'll be second down and 5 from about the 35-yard line looks like? Yeah, 35-yard line. Yeah, I want to believe, Parker, I do, but I'm very upset. And it probably take me like another year, not year, good Lord, another week to kind of get over that. Because I was so hyped for the game and then be that disappointed. It's just awful. All right, so from the 35-yard line, to put it simply, going to be a handoff to Achane, who is going to get like about 3 yards. Third down, about 2 for the Steelers. Not Steelers, goodness gracious, I keep on saying that all the time. Now, Patrick Queen, and it looks like the center. Is that center? Yeah. Exchanging words, to put it lightly. Obviously, like I said, it's been a very, very defensive-minded game so far. 12:30 left to go in the second quarter. Still third and two. Still, in case you're wondering, 0-0 because nothing's been happening. From a 38-yard line, going to be shotgun formation. Sends Washington in motion to the left. HN to his right. Tua draws back to pass, looks to the left, and is going to scramble, and is going to... Okay, that should be a face mask. How is that not a face mask? He grabbed the side of his helmet. Okay, well, they're going to say Tua shorts was 4th and 1. Okay, so, like, I get somewhat, but he's still right here, like, grabs the side right here. As I says, grabs right here. Okay, well, actually, no, it's just him more so just grasping the side of the helmet. So it's not really a face mask, but it is messing up with his neck, which is already not the best. And it's going to be a delay of game for someone. Why? It's like you can see Mike McDaniel like looking up like, hey, something's going on. But I don't know how in the world you get a delay of game penalty like that. Just obviously maybe you were expecting to get the first down, but it shouldn't take that long for you to transition. Still 0-0. 11:25 go to second quarter. Got to pull this ball away. All right. Parker, the Buccaneers. Well, Parker, that's the $1 million question. Are the Panthers or the Buccaneers? Those are the two teams that are coming out of are one of the two teams that are coming out of the NFC South, because basically it is you have to win the division to get in. Oh, great job there, number 46. Good Lord, he timed it up perfectly. Timed up the tackle perfectly on the returner, and it's going to be first down 10 for the Steelers. But yeah, the Buccaneers have the easier path. Like I said, they have us twice, and they have the Dolphins. We have them twice, and the Seahawks. Obviously, it's not the best. At the very beginning of the season, I said that the I said at the very beginning of the season that the Buccaneers would win the division, so I guess they'll win the division. I got so emotional. I got so happy on Thursday because I was like, holy crap, we got everything in front of us. And I released that Panthers video about how it's been a roller coaster season. Didn't think at the time when I recorded it that the Falcons would beat the Bucs, knowing probably had to win out. Or win 3 or 4, and that's like win the, like I said, sweep the Saints, or sweep the Buccaneers. And after that, I was like, oh crap, we got everything in front of us. All we got to do is just beat the Saints. And nope, we're up 17-7, and boop, nope. So, it's great. Emmanuel, sup y'all? How's this game been? Listening in on my lunch break. On your lunch break, at what time is it? 8:52? Your lunch break? Yeah, it's 0-0. It's been awful. It's been really bad there, Emmanuel. It has been butt. It has been butt. It's been butt with it's been booty. It's been booty cheeks. What it's been. It's been awful. Like I said, we've had a bunch of punts. We had a bad interception by Tua. Nothing at all. Wait, Lin-Manuel Miranda is in the new Percy Jackson stuff? What? I haven't watched it because I don't have Disney Plus. But Parker said, do I like DJ Lagway? I like his potential, obviously, but he just can't get everything together. So if I'm DJ Lagway, obviously, like I said, it sucked that you went to Florida where you didn't get to really develop under Billy Napier, but at the same time, like, you made some bad decisions as well, so it's like, is it really Billy or is it really you? That's not really that you weren't as good as advertised. I don't know. Run by Jalen Warren up to the 50-yard line as a flag. It's probably a hold. Because we can't have anything good, so it's got to be a hold to push him on back, right? Yep, Aaron Rodgers upset, so obviously going to be a hold. I just want a good game. That's okay. Um, but yeah, I do wonder where DJ Lagway is going. I was to say he's transferring from Florida. I wouldn't be surprised if DJ possibly could go to like if Dante Moore leaves Oregon, I could see him possibly transferring to Oregon. Um, I don't think he goes into in the SEC. I think he transfers somewhere else. If I had to guess. So now it's first down 20. 8-4 to go in the second quarter, so 0-0 because it's, like I said, amazing game. From the 19-yard line, shotgun formation, drops back a pass, and throws across the middle, and that's caught, and that is going to be, is that who I think it is? I think, with a different number. I can't tell if it's Thielen or not. Anyways, I work after school. Okay, to 5 to 10. It's been busy since I got here, and so I didn't get my break till right now. Oh, gotcha. Gonna be a check down in Washington up to the 13, not 13, but 30 up to the 35, and it's taking literally 5 guys to take down Darnell Washington. That's a grown man right there. That's Georgia power right there. I mean, he just towers over everybody. That's crazy. Yeah. Somebody's doing inventory. It's a really late shift, just 5 to 10 shift. Yeah. Literally, like, he's up. That's 3 dudes right there. Here comes a 4th. Here comes a 5th. Here comes a 6th. Literally 6 guys. Not 5 guys, burger and fries. We're talking about 6 guys who got to take down Darnell Washington. At least something happened. 3rd and 3, good Lord. 3rd and 3 from the 36-yard line. Drops back a pass. Aaron Rodgers is going to get sacked and slung down hard, good Lord, by Ziegler. I just want a good game. That's all I want. Zeiler, not Ziegler. Sorry, Zeiler. I just want a good game, and this has been crap. Parker, not really. No, I don't. Don't really like him that much. My dad does. I'm not the biggest fan. I'm not really a big fan of a lot of the presidents, if I'll be honest. Um, I'm of the opinion. Also, the way that I teach, I try not to do a lot of hero worship stuff because I think that's a problem for a lot of people. One, I mean, it helps establish like a little bit of looking away from like some of the bad, and I think you need to. Obviously, you need to have heroes, but like there still needs to be like some kind of that stuff. But I just no, I'm not a big fan of. I'm not a big fan of the big guy. This game is depressing. It's depressing, and it's depressing in the way. Wait, hold up a second. Hold up a second. Hold up a second. I haven't seen High Potential at all. I know some of my kids talk about it, but is that the dude from? What's his face? What is his name? Was he in Parenthood? I can't. I think obviously he was younger. I can't remember his name. I know his face. He was in the one episode of Psych. I'm trying to spoil Psych. Like I said, I love Psych the show. He was in that one episode of Psych where they were whitewater rafting. The guy, basically, they were extremists. They're like extremists. Goodness gracious, no, that's not what I meant to do. They were extreme sports people, like thrillsters, and he ended up shooting his friend, and it was like basically the man in the most dangerous game. And then he got caught because Gus did the anaconda squeeze on him basically when he was parachuting, and suffocated him. Not suffocated, but basically choked him out. I just realized I just briefly described a whole entire episode of Psych and not gave any kind of context at all. But I know that face. And I can't remember if he was also in Parenthood because That was a show we watched like as a family when I was younger, and it's been a while since I watched that show. So, granted, it's like I said, it's been a while, but yeah. Um, Sup, Dobie? It's the only time I can work for my first day. They've thrown me into the fire, lol. I've got this ish until Thursday, but then I get till Sunday free. Oh, and I get paid. Hey, that's very nice. Yes, I did see Parker. There was a Browns University shooting. My sister talked about. Oh my gosh, they did a 6-7 reference on ESPN because the Dolphins record is 6-7. Really, really ESPN. I thought I could escape it, but I guess not. Because my students say it all the time. From a 31-yard line, going to be hands to Devon Achan, and he gets up to a 35, so gain 4 yards, second down and 6. But yeah, no, I did see that, Parker. I think I'm trying to remember what my sister said. Did she say there was how many, was it 12 people? I think it was 12 people. But yeah, it's man, it's a wild world we live in. That's the only way. That's the only thing I can really say about it. It's a wild world we live in. I know I should probably feel a lot more about the shooting, but it's unfortunately become commonplace. It sucks that it's been commonplace. Gonna be third down, second down 6. Tua is gonna throw us one way, so it is gonna be third down 6. Please don't let it be a 3 and out. Well, please just let it be happen. Something happened. Something happened. It's 7:46. Don't go to halftime tied 0-0. I know we go halfway there, but please, please, we are all begging you. The whole entire Monday Night Football crew, the whole entire people who are watching this game, please do not let this go 0-0 going into halftime. We don't want it. No one has converted a single third down yet. Third down 6. Two in shotgun formation, drops back a pass, and is going to try to avoid the rush. They're going to throw, and that's going to be caught for a first down up to the 41-yard line. And we have our first third down conversion. Thank the Lord. Finally. Something. Anything. Emmanuel, on a football note, I earned the right to get blown out in the second round by second place. Oh, very nice. That's exactly how they teach you, and it's the only way you learn. Experience is the best way over being told. That is fair. I'd rather have to experience it on my own than someone try to tell me and I have no idea what they're talking about. Like I said, I'd rather be like thrown into the fire and then have to experience it on my own. Yes, Parker. Yes, Rob Ronnie did die. Like I said, wrote him and what's her face? Not Naomi. What's her name? Both of them used to write and direct the like a lot of the classic rom coms. You've Got Mail, When Harry Met Sally. He also said like he did The Princess Bride and just a lot of other stuff too. But Rob Reiner also think about a lot of on South Park when they talk about him. Going to be hands to Devon Achan, who is going to be just short of the first down marker, third down and 1. Gain of 5 though, so it is third down. They have converted at least 1. Please convert this or a field goal. I'm fine with that too. But yeah, Rob Reiner dying. Did not have that one. I did not see that one coming. Well, I take it back. I mean, obviously he was going to die eventually, but didn't think it was going to happen today. Yeah, that's sad. Like I said, he wrote a lot of good movies, directed a lot of good movies as well. Interesting human being, though. I'll give him that. Interesting guy. Third down and 1. Pistol formation with Ollie Gordon in the backfield. Going to be hands to Ollie Gordon, who is going to be... Patrick Queen shot through and made him lose 3. Yay. Great. Fourth down. All right, so kicking a field goal. And now Ollie Gordon's down on the ground. No, wait, is that Ollie Gordon? Or please tell me that's not somebody. Please don't tell me that is somebody else. I think it is Ollie Gordon's down on the ground. Dadgummit, dude. I will pay the entire NFL if they keep this as sicko ball and let it end 3-0 like 2007. Please, Emmanuel, don't do that to me. Yeah, we're not doing the Mud Bowl. We're not doing that again. No, no. He died of old age, yeah, and also him. Yeah, so, yeah, he technically died of old age. Uh, yeah, and his wife. Please, 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 just kick a field goal and win. Like I said, I don't know how this game's gonna go. This is awful. Oh crap! Yeah, he got rolled up on. 5:21 left go in the second quarter. Ooh, okay, so 54-yard field goal attempt in freezing cold weather. Riley Patterson too, by the way. So he's 5 for 11 on 50 plus. This is not gonna be good. Riley, please, please break the tie. Kick is up. Kick is. Thank the Lord, it's good. Yes, finally we have a score. It is 3-0, 5:11 left to go in second quarter, and now we don't have to see so many goose eggs on the screen. Thank the Lord. You guys don't know ball if you don't love objectively bad games. I'm sorry. I just need to see something though. I like I said, the reason why I'm not in the mood, Emmanuel, is because my team lost yesterday, and at this point, I just want a good game. That's all I want, Emmanuel. When your division hopes are dashed, you basically have everything in front of you. I mean, you know how that's like. I mean, that you were Falcons fan last year. But when you had all of everything that you ever wanted right at your fingertips, and then just boop, gone, reduced to atoms. Never be well. It technically could be seen again, but it's like now it's so much harder to try to get. Uh, I do know that type of ball all too well my entire life, and I don't know if I would wish that upon the entire nation. Exactly, Emmanuel. Like sometimes I worry about you. Sometimes I do. Other times I'm like, nah, he's fine. He's fine. That body be fine. Straight and short, but very good. Very, very good. But yeah, no, I can't. I can't do 10-7 again. I can't. After having done 10-7 twice, I can't do 10-7 again. I ain't having it. You will see my brain decay in front of you if it's 10-7 again. If I'm looking at the screen and it's go 10-7 and it's like, well, this is what it's going to be, then I'm just going to be like, I'm just going to be done. And my nose keeps on getting stopped up every single time that it's late at night. Don't know why, but my nose keeps on getting stopped up, and it sucks. Again, like I said, I just want this to be a good game. Now, I will say this: uh, on Thursday and Friday, I will be streaming. Like I said, Thursday I'll be streaming Thursday Night Football. Not Monday. On Friday, I'll be streaming the what you call it, uh, Bama Oklahoma game. So hopefully both those games be not Bam. Riley Patterson on the boost ball away. Well, it didn't even hit the 25, so it's going to be first down 10, first years at the 40-yard line. I don't know if he's kicking in the wind or what, but like it didn't even get the 25. How did he hit so? Where exactly did it hit then? That's what I want to know. How bad of a kick was it? Aaron Rodgers so far 8 for 9 for 57 yards. Shotgun formation from the 40-yard line. Warren to his left. Draws back to pass. Screen pass. And that's going to be up to the 45, up to the 50, and out of bounds about the 48-yard line. So it should be Jonnu Smith. Nice job there. 5 minutes up to go second quarter, and we are passing the midway point. Midway point. Halfway. 50-yard line. Good Lord. What is wrong with me? I guess this game's already starting to break me a little bit. I don't know. All right. Let's get back into it. From midfield, under center, going to be overloaded to the left. Like I said, got 3 offensive linemen to the left. Good Lord. Going to be a handoff. That's going to be tried the middle of the field, and he gets about 3. So 2nd down 7 for Warren. It is interesting seeing Thielen in the number 16 jersey. Got used to that. Final score prediction, 16-13 Dolphins. Well, that wouldn't be too bad. I'll take 16-13 over 10-7. I'll take that. Won't be happy with it, but I'll take it. Man, Arthur Smith sure does love himself some obscure pass catchers. Fair. I don't know. I mean, Thielen was fine last year. Going to be dump off Darnell Washington up to 40, and he is, again, just rumbling and bubbling and going on down, and nobody could take him down single-handedly. I mean, he's like 6'8", is he 300 yet, or is he like 280? I mean, he's a big old man. Technically, like, about my age, but still. He also goes very, very low. He's like, I'm just going to boop you down and keep on going. Yeah, Darnell Washington, 2 catches for 23 yards. So, we're actually in good field goal range. Empty set for Aaron Rodgers from the 34. Draws back to pass. Throws, and that's be caught, and that's be gained well to the 25, out of bounds to the 24-yard line. So, a first down once again. 3:02 left to go in the second quarter. We actually have offense. It is bewildering because we have not seen this at all today. What y'all know about Michael Pruitt jersey, Jet Swoops wearing a funny hat? Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. We get Jonnu Smith in there. You get a lot more of oh shoot, what was the other one too? There was one more person he used to. I mean, besides Jonnu Smith, obviously. What was the other one that he used a lot? I was a wide receiver he used a lot of. I mean, was it Pruitt or am I thinking of somebody else? There was somebody else he used a lot of when he was at Atlanta. Jonnu Smith shouldn't be getting all those targets. Hey. Jonnu Smith is Jonnu Smith. And if you were Jonnu Smith, you understood why Jonnu Smith is getting all those targets. This is just Arthur Smith talking. Now they're showing Adam Thielen's highlights. It is kind of fascinating the fact that we it is fascinating that we literally just completely got the best in that deal to get a 4th round pick for a guy in his last year. I don't know how we did it, but we did it. Going to be tossed to Gainwell, who is not going to gain. Well, actually, no, he gains about 3 yards, so that's fine. 2nd down 7. Darnell Washington has been like Kyle Pitts, generational to comps, but without expectations. I think it's a little bit. It was like, yeah, this big man right here, big man can't stop, that kind of thing. So I don't know. I don't know exactly. 2-minute warning, by the way. So 2nd down 6, 2-minute warning from the 20-yard line. 3-0. It is a barn burner. It is it's AFC North football. That's what it is. It's AFC North football. I don't know. I felt too good about this game. I was like, oh, you know what? We'll have some scores. We'll have Achane do pretty well. We'll have the Steelers be able to move the ball a little bit. And it's just, it's just all right. It's not the best. I just want more. I want it, want it, want it. They're showing the fantasy, not fantasy, good lord. The flag football. Obviously, I said 2028. You got the flag football coming in. Actually, I was wrong. It was something else. But they're showing flag football. Um, I'm excited to see how that goes in 2028 in LA. I don't know how it's going to go. Obviously, it's still got a long ways away, but I'm excited to see how that goes. I'm excited to see the Olympics in my lifetime in the United States. Obviously, like I said, I was not born yet when they were back in Atlanta back in '96. So I'll be interested to see how it goes. If I'm able, going to see something. I mean, like, when's the next time that we'll have? I mean, obviously like a summer Olympic, not in winter Olympic, but like, when's the next time we'll have a summer Olympic in the United States? So like, if I have the money, I wouldn't mind trying to see something. I don't even care what it is, just something. Be like, yeah, I've been to an Olympic event. I don't really have a bucket list though. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't really have a bucket list, but like that'll be interesting to do. And just go see an Olympic event like in live in person. Uh, all right, time for me to clock back in. See y'all later. I'll see you later there, Amanda. We will still be here, and suffering. Because what's probably going to happen is that the Steelers are going to stall out, kick a field goal, and we tied up once again. It's possible. Very, very possible. Second down 6 from the 20-yard line. Shotgun formation. Both running backs to his sides. Going to be a screen pass to Gainwell, who is going to get to the 20 up to about the 15. Will be short. Third down and 1. Please get the first down. Strain this clock, get the first down, and let something happen. At a timeout was called by the Dolphins, I believe. Right? I think so. It's 1:49 left to go in the second quarter. Yeah. I got a little bit of a headache too. You know, I hope that I'm thinking about the Thursday night game. I'm thinking about Alabama, Oklahoma. I just want those to be good games too. I was hoping this one would be, but this is not being the best right now. I just want good football. That's all. Just good football. It's good. 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 Hmm. 151 left to go in the second quarter. 3-0. Like I said, been a fascinating game. So far, Steelers are 0 for 5 on third downs. Under center. Gonna be a toss, and Warren is going to. Holy crap, he didn't get it. Fourth and inches. So again, these Steelers do not convert a third down. They are, however, 2 for 2 on fourth downs though. Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. We can't get anything good. Can't get anything good. Wow. All right, it's 4th and 1. Dolphins did call a timeout, so it's only 146. Please, please, please. Just do something good. Once again, going to be a tush push, and he is going to get the first down as Casey Hayward, not Casey Hayward, what's the other Hayward? A little bit of pushing and shoving going on, but we got a first down, and clock will continue to run. 1:30 left to go in the second quarter, still 3-0. Okay. And Aaron Rodgers just posting up, just looking at it. Legitimately, he looks like he's standing at a urinal. He's posted up like he's standing at a urinal, just thinking about like old times. He doesn't have his stereotypical hand on the wall, but he's just sitting there, stone faced. All right, like I don't know, he just looks like he's standing in a urinal, and I don't think I can unsee it now. Are we going to commercial break? Really? No. Don't go to commercial break. Don't go to commercial break. Please stop panning out. Don't go to commercial break. It is 1:28. Let's go second quarter. We are not going to commercial. Why are we panning out? What are we doing? Oh, this something interesting needs to happen because right now I'm getting a little bit upset. So way overloaded on the left, under center, going to be a play action pass, and Aaron Rodgers got plenty of time to go dump it off to Gainwell to the 5 and down to the 3-yard line. First and goal for the Steelers. Sponsors are coming for those jerseys if we can't go to commercial breaks. That's fair. Ooh, who do we want to have for the Panthers? Let's do Harris Teeter. Harris Teeter on the Panthers jersey. That's what we should have. Harris Teeter, maybe some Bojangles. I'll take some Bojangles. I'm trying to think of like something that wouldn't be terrible. have like Home Depot for the Atlanta Falcons. Shotgun formation, running back to his left. Going to be a toss out to Gainwell, who's going to lose. Actually, no, he got back. Oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh. He got full like a pretzel. It's a flag, so I don't know what it's on. It's either going to be a late. I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know. Let's see. What would be it's face mask. That's what it is. Okay. Yeah, it's face mask. What would be an interesting one? I don't know. Any kind of oil company for, I guess, the Texans. That would be interesting. Maybe like a little Microsoft emblem for the Seattle Seahawks. Oh, no. Oh, dude. A Raising Cane's for New Orleans. That's not going to happen, but that would be hilarious. Raising Cane's awful, too, so I don't understand. I don't understand the love for Raising Cane's. I don't. Anyways, first and goal, shotgun formation, right back to his left. Gonna send Darnell Washington in motion. 1:15, let's go in second quarter. Gonna be a handoff, and he is going to just be short. Nah, he's short. He's short. He's short. Second and goal. Come on. Just get in there. Get on in now. Yeah, he's like right down right there. Yeah, he's down by a yard. It's okay. There is far better fried chicken. Absolutely. But like you see like a lot of like, especially in the NIL era, see a lot of college players that are doing the Raising Cane's for some odd reason. 40 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Shotgun formation. Going to be handoff, and he is going to basically get back to where he was before. Might have got like another half yard. So 30 seconds. Come on. Third and goal. Oh my gosh. Okay, Washington, you got to be faster than that. He's like lumbering through. Yeah, he's short. He is short. This is ridiculous. Oh, I don't think I ever got what your answer was there, Dobie. What's your go-to chicken, like fast food chicken? I mean, it can be any kind of chicken. White meat, dark meat, any kind of meat, any kind of fast food chicken. You could just that you drive through and get. 21 seconds left to go in this first half. It is 3-0 because this is a lovely game that we get to watch on God's green earth. As you can tell, I am not having a great time. Not having a great time at all. Okay. Gonna be a tush push. And I think he got it. Did he get it? Yes, he did. Hayward got himself a rushing touchdown. What about that? What you know? What you know about that? Who, honestly, what would be the odds of Connor Hayward getting a rushing touchdown be? Chick-fil-A is pretty dope. Chick-fil-A is pretty dope. If I'm not doing bone-in chicken, Chick-fil-A for sure. But yeah, he's definitely in. We have our first touchdown. Thank the Lord. Yeah, it is interesting. Like their sandwiches, like the story about how they have the chicken sandwich. Kick is up, kick is good, by the way. So it's 7-3. 17 seconds left to go in the second quarter. But like the story goes that like Chick-fil-A had like their whatchamacallit, like he was ordering chicken breasts, he had a chicken guy. The chicken guy was like, hey, I got a whole bunch of breasts. You want some breasts, like the big old breasts? And he was like, yeah, I can find something to do with them. And then he's like, well, all right, what do I need to do with this? Well, let me fry this new oil and see what it likes, and it's with a peanut oil. It made it very juicy, and so he's like, well, I can't just have this like by itself. So then he put it on a bun because it's such a juicy piece of chicken, and then like I said, the rest is history. Pretty much, that's like the shortened version of like the actual story. Now we're watching KFC commercial. KFC's the skin. The skin is what carries for KFC. The actual chicken is not the best. The skin is amazing though. If it weren't for the skin, it's not that good. Let's see here. A-Rod is pure aura farming during those tush pushes. I can't unsee it. I see, unfortunately, an old man look as like not really an old man, just like any person just standing at a urinal. That's what it looks like to me. I don't know why, but it looks like any person. Like if I'm standing at a urinal, that's exactly the pose that I'm taking. I don't know why it's what I'm thinking, but that's what I'm thinking. He's just sitting there, just looking, just sitting there. I don't know. KFC Rex. KFC, like I said, it's what I grew up on because like that's the only bone-in chicken place that we had in my hometown. We didn't have any churches or Popeyes. The closest one that was close to us was all the way in Auburn. So we technically grew up on KFC. So we used to get like the $8 the big old bucket, especially on Sundays. That's what we would go to. We would every single Sunday. Obviously, we would go to church. Then we would go to Walmart to get groceries, and on the way back home, we would stop by KFC. And then we found out that Walmart chicken is pretty good, and so we decided, well, let's just since we're already at Walmart, let's just go get Walmart chicken, and you could get like a bucket of Walmart chicken and did get different stuff, and they had pretty good wings, and so like pretty much like all of us got to get what we wanted. Because my sister wanted buffalo wings, I wanted chicken strips. Like so, obviously I said when I was younger. And then we get like I don't know, different kind of wings as well. And it was good. So instead of going to KFC, we just go to Walmart. Like I said, because we were already going there for groceries. But everybody in the mall would go to Walmart on Sunday. Hey, congrats on pummeling the Browns. Exactly. I said the Bears did a pretty good job. They're back in first place in the division. Now you got to defend that tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but next week. But like I said, you still can be able to do that. Especially you got to play against Michael Parsons. That definitely helps. That does suck that both him and Patrick Mahomes, both them, seasons next year are going to be coming back from that injury. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes in the offseason. 17 seconds from a 35-yard line, shotgun formation. And Tua is just probably going to hand this ball off. Yep, hand the ball off to Devon Achane, who's going to try the right side up to the 40 and down to the 43-yard line. 11 seconds, 10, 9, 8, going to halftime. All right, great. Zaxby's has great chicken when I was in the Carolinas. It is. I don't know. I gotta be in the mood for Zaxby's. Zaxby's has hurt me a couple times, give me food poisoning. So I think that's the reason why I'm not the biggest fan of Zaxby's. I know it was started in like Georgia, so I guess like the southern thing, but it's like I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of Zaxby's, but I've gone a couple of times since then. It's just I don't know. I usually feel worse um, after I go to Zaxby's. I don't think that Cameron is Baconator. I don't think Baconator has changed his bio, if I remember correctly. But yeah, um, here's the thing, Browns. You are in an interesting situation because obviously, like I said, it does not help that you are kind of just waiting until the end of the season. But you have two first round picks. Now, granted, the Jaguars are winning, so it definitely does not help your other first round pick. But you'll definitely have a first round pick in the top 10, maybe top 5, potentially top 3. So, at least there's that. I'm just, I feel terrible at this game. This game's been the best way I can describe this game is something out of like a month ago. Was it a month ago? It was a 10-7 games. It was like 10-7, like it was 2 games. It was 10-7. I just don't want to be that. I like as long as we can just not have 10-7, as long as we have some kind of offense in the second half, I could care less. But right now, I mean, we're looking at Tua Tagovailoa is 5 for 8 for 61, not great at all. And Aaron Rodgers 13 for 14, 105. Like I don't know, dude. Tank Bowl in 2 weeks. Giants versus Raiders. There's a couple of Tank Bowls, to be honest. Like so, you got Giants versus Commanders again. Or no, they don't play again, do they? No, I don't think they play again. That was this week. You got technically the Saints are no longer Tank Commanders, I guess. But you got them versus the Jets. Um, you also have Saints versus the Titans because the Saints have an interesting remaining schedule because they have the Titans, the Jets, and also the Falcons. Not get over yesterday, but I'm still sad about yesterday. I'm still like it's still stinging a bit. The Panthers couldn't close it out, and so I'm like I just want. I want to ease your path, but it's gonna be fine. We'll just have to try our best. But it sucks. We're so close to getting a winning division, and then we almost falter. And if we lose next weekend, we pretty much have to hope and pray. We would have like probably like a 1% chance. We'd have to beat the Seahawks and beat the Buccaneers and have the Buccaneers lose to the Dolphins and obviously I said lose to us in Week 18. That would be the only way we could win the division. And like I said, I don't know. I was hoping for more, but obviously we can't have that. Saints might win out. They honestly could. This game kind of does feel like a tank bowl. I agree with you. It just feels weird. It feels really weird. Like we're talking about a team that's technically, like I said, division. Like right now, they're in the division lead, going against a team that's surging right now, but they haven't really played anybody. So like in their win streak. So it's like I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. We were so close to having all our teams win this week. Yep, and unfortunately, we could not pull it out. Yeah, we could not pull it out. But at least they have 2 games against the Buccaneers with their 3 left to go. And the first game is in Carolina, which benefits the Panthers with how well they play at home. I would like to think so. Plus, also after a devastating loss, we seem to play better. So I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I wish we could have closed it out. I really do. I wish we could have closed it out yesterday. It's just we had it, and now we got to make ourselves basically be up against the wall just to be able to go to the playoffs, which is fine because it gives motivation. But I don't know why we couldn't have made it easier on ourselves. I guess we don't like it easy. I do wonder if they're going to flex out the Rams at Falcons on Monday Night Football. Because Week 17, like, you know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh, I'm so done. You guys had it, but the Saints are playing for pride. They didn't want to give you guys a divisional lead. One or two good drafts, and they could be back in the NFC South race. Honestly, like I said, I don't think it's going to be two or three. I'm going to give Mickey Loomis the benefit of the doubt. If Tasha can continue to develop, I think it's only that's next year. With as bad as the NFC South is, I do think that the Saints could technically be in it next year. And I hate that I hate that's gotta be the case. I hate that we can't have, the Saints be the Buccaneers or be the us of the last couple of years, but no. Because their defense is good. They have good talent, even though it's a very senior laden team. They still have they still got talent. I just don't know. I'm not also saying too all the Panthers got to do really truly. If we just find a pass rush, we'll be significantly better, especially on defense. If we just find some kind of pass rush, but just I'd rather us just win the division now instead of just be like, oh, we had a good run. No, I'd rather win the division now so we can be like, yeah, we won the division, and it's not been 10 years since we won the division. 8 years since we've been to the freaking playoffs. And now, right here we go. Panthers versus Saints. Yep. They don't use like a half a second to show that game, thankfully. Man. Couldn't do it. I'm going to get me 2 Dr. Peppers to fill up my drink. Oh, it's too low. Good Lord. It's the only thing I don't like about the couch. Is that's kind of a low one. Oh, goodness. It's kind of a low couch. That's the only thing I don't like about my couch. I got a lot of memories. Like I said, this is my old grandmother's couch. But it is a very low one. And so I'll be sitting here for a while. Got to get up, and I'm like, oh, crap. I'm like below parallel. All right, hopefully that can get me through. Good lord, I needed that because I still need a little pick me up. Woo! All right. Like I said, I was fading fast. The game was getting me, and I was like, goodness. Um, obviously this game's been. I mean, I'm just gonna say it. One of the best games we've ever seen in our lives. Um, 7-3, never seen it happen before. Um, obviously, we can thank both quarterbacks for putting on an amazing performance so far. Dazzling passes, and the running backs making quick cuts and embarrassing defenders. While also having some big hits as well. We can credit that with having this amazing game that we see before us, 7-3. Um, between two teams that are definitely, well in this race for the Super Bowl. These two competing teams for the Super Bowl. You can just look at them. I mean, like, with a quarterback like Tua, I mean, let's be honest. Do have to say it. He won himself a national title. I mean, like, we look at Tua and we're like, hey, this is a winning quarterback, am I right? And we look at Aaron Rodgers. Sure. Is he over 40? Yeah. But he's also a four-time MVP. You know who else is a four-time MVP over 40? Tom Brady. And, like, I ain't got to tell you about Tom Brady. So, if we're really going to be honest, this second half is going to be crazy. It's going to be, like, it's going to put the first half to shame. We're going to forget the first half even happened. That's how great this second half's about to be. Okay? It is going to be, DK Metcalf, getting, like, 100 yards, going to throw. Hey, DK Metcalf throwing a touchdown. Metcalf's going to throw a touchdown. I'm just calling it right. I'm calling like I see it. Okay? You got Devon Achane over here. Okay? Devon Achane, you know him? He's going to fumble, and then they're going to recover. They're going to run it, and then they're going to fumble, and then Devon Achane is going to pick it up, and he's going to run it for a touchdown. Okay? That's happening in the second half. Okay? It's happening in the second half. Then you're going to have Asante Samuel Jr. pick it off again, but then he's going to pitch it back to Porter so that Porter can return for a touchdown. And that way, that both of the NFL legacies interconnect, and we can be like, that's a truly special moment right there, where two sons of NFL legends come together for an amazing play, and we can just show that for the world to see. I mean, that's what this football all about. Is, you're hoping your son's legacy by them being a junior is gonna, like, people think about you. And I got some insect flying around in my house. Quit it. Wherever you are, I hear you. Stop flying around in my house. So it's going to be amazing second half. I already feel it. It's going to be great. It's going to be full of life. Full of life. Hopefully. Or it could crash and burn. And we get into 10-7. Oh my goodness. That hits the spot right there. All right. So, Steelers, what you gonna do? What you gonna? I'm telling you, DK Metcalf's gonna have over 100 yards. I just want it to be good. Let's be good. That's all I'm asking for. Ryan Patterson gets his ball away, and it's going to return at about the 5-yard line by Warren. To the 10, to the 15, up to the 20, up to the 25, up to the technically 29. You got tripped up. First down 10 for the Steelers. Maybe 28, 29. Depends on what spot. Bad Boys. I don't know why I get that song. Oh, because of Miami, I guess. I don't know. From the 29-yard line, under center, going to send Thielen in motion. Motion back out. Overload to the left. Going to be a hand up to Warren, who's going to try to bounce up to the right side. He's going to get to about the 35-yard line. So nice gain. Oh, depends on spot. I think he gets him about 5.5. So it'll be a second down of about 5. Second down about 5. Oh, actually, second down about 4. There we go. 14-35. We go in the third quarter. What you going? What you going? Aaron Rodgers, shotgun formation with Warren to his right. Going to be a handoff, and Warren is going to get about. No, going to mark him short. 3rd and inches. Oh, please just get the first down. Just get the first down. Just get the first down. Don't be you. Don't be you and not get the first down. Don't have a 3 and out on the first drive. We don't want to do this. Shotgun formation. Going to be hand off to Warren, who is going to get the first down. Gain about 2 yards. Thank the Lord. Okay. I was legitimately concerned that we are going to have a 3 and out already. Now it's going to look this is ridiculous. Hey, look there. Jonnu Smith's in there. Look, Jonnu Smith. He's going to get the target right here. I guarantee it. I can't guarantee anything really and truly, to be honest. Shotgun formation. Going to have Gainwell to his right. 2 tight ends to the right. Going to be a hand up to Gainwell, who's going to try to bounce up to the right, up to 45. Bounce again. 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, up to 25. Out of bounds at about the 20-ish yard line. Gainwell does, in fact, gain well. 13 minutes to go in the third quarter, and the Steelers are moving on down the field. A little bit of talk between Jones and DK Metcalf. Yeah, 21 just try to like bump him instead of actually wrap up. All right, first down 10 for the Steelers from the 22-yard line. Well, 22 and a half. Go be under center, Gainwell in the backfield, overload to the left. Going to be a handoff to Gainwell, who's going to make a man miss and gets about 3 yards. So second down 7. Matthew Judon with the tackle. 11:55 go in the third quarter. I still hate the fact that my nose keep on gets like stopped up. Like I feel like keep like bleh, awfulness. Second down 7 from the 19-yard line under center. Gonna be overloaded to the right. And play action pass. Steps in the pocket, throws to the end zone, and caught. And is that who I think it is? Yes, it is. MVS. I forgot he's on the Steelers. MVS, longtime Packer. Like I said, him and Rodgers love each other very much. And the Steelers are up 13-3. So we will not have 10-7. Thank the Lord. Yo, MVS in a Steelers uniform. As a no-look pass by Aaron Rodgers, by the way. No look. Okay, like I said, I see some offense. Kick is up, kick is good, by the way. 14-3. 11:20 left to go in the third quarter. Ooh. That does definitely hit. It hits good. So going to commercial break. Steelers need to do so. Just got to be able to give them a little crevice. Give them a little crevice. I think you can break it away. That's all we can hope for. But I'm loving that we finally found some offense, and I appreciate it. I'll just keep on taking that, please. Please let this be a fun game. And right now I'm feeling better. I'm feeling good. I feel good. Great. Awesome. Amazing. Fine. Also, how long has Corona used that Feliz Navidad commercial? The one where it's like on the water and like he's just kind of the light and he's got like the palm tree is lit up. I could have sworn like I've seen that when I was like a kid. So I wonder how long they've had that commercial. Probably before I was born. That's probably like a legacy commercial that you keep on playing. I'd rather you do that than do what Coke did, which is you bring back a legacy commercial and you make it AI. That still ticks me off. And it's like the holidays are coming and it's the made with real magic and like that's what like the that's why like the billboard says made with like it's like stuff in AI. That's all we're asking for. Just pay people. Like there's that AI commercial that's terrible. There's the NFL commercial that thank the Lord we don't have to see it again. But it was that parade commercial. Or come on everybody, ride it. Like that one got stuck in my head. I'm sorry that I just did that in the microphone, so y'all had to hear it. But that one was bad. That AI was video bad because you had like you had Drewski on like a dolphin. You had like the Rizzler, which like I still never understood. I still don't understand why that's still a thing. Like I said, I'm a target demographic, and I still have no idea. Like I don't get it. It doesn't compute. Um, Oh, then the AI baby. Ah, it was awful. The AI Raider baby was awful. So that whole entire commercial was awful. And then Progressive's got of us. It's a AI one with animals that get like in car accidents. And like the only good thing that came out of that video is that they have two deer stopped at a stop sign because they're deer in headlights. And that's the joke. That's the only good thing about the commercial. Like literally the only thing that I could possibly glean from that commercial that's okay. Everything else is just terrible. And I don't understand why anyone thought that was a smart idea. I don't. But it is what it is, I guess. I know I'm just ranting about AI commercials, but like it's ridiculous that's what your thought process. That's what your budget went to was like, oh, you know what we do? AI. People love AI. People are gonna love this for us. Got me a hand off to Devon H. Hand off to the left side. Gets like nothing. Great job there by Hayward. So we second down 10. I'm trying to think of any other AI commercials that I've seen besides like obviously like I said AI like companies, but like I'm trying to think of like any other companies that used AI ads. But I can't think of anything right now. From the 40-yard line, second down 10. Shotgun formation, HN to his left. Draw back to pass. Dumps it off to Ingold, and he gets, oh gosh. It's like 4, maybe? Third down 6, he got it clocked though. That is wild that Stafford and Kirk Cousins both are 37 years old, and Kirk Cousins came to the league 3 years after Matthew Stafford. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was 2012 and Stafford was 09. So, third down and 6, drops back to pass. Tua is going to scramble to his right and is going to get pummeled, and that's going to be by Jalen Ramsey, the former Dolphin. It's going to be fourth and long. 9:44 left in the third quarter. It's 14-3. Hey, how you doing there, Zoe? Hello, hello. Let's see here. How fares this game? Well, it started off terrible. I'm going to be honest with you. It was abysmal. It was downright horrendous, and honestly, it made people cry. Like, I'm sure there's a lot of people in the national media just looking at this game, was watching as like, what do we do to deserve this? But then there was a ray of hope. At the very end, Steelers scored a touchdown, and it was 7-3 instead of being. It started out. It was 0-0 for a good chunk of the game. It was 3-0, and the Steelers made it 7-3, and then they come out swinging. They score a touchdown, MVS touchdown no less, and now it's 14-3. They get the ball back. 9:06 left to go in the third quarter, and hopefully they can extend the lead, and we can actually have, the reason why I say this is because I tricked Luke, okay? Luke will never admit this, but technically he did. Luke said in the pick'ems that he was going to try to copy my picks. So, knowing Luke, I used his knowledge against him, and I try to make my picks. One, if it worked in my favor, it was fine. But I gave other people the options of taking the Steelers instead of the Dolphins because I convinced them the Dolphins will win. Now, I'm not saying the Dolphins won't win, but and I try to make it sound like, oh, I just got a feeling. So I have sacrificed myself this week so that other people can get closer to Luke and try to win the league because Luke is being a sore winner. I will call him out on this because he did it last year too. Sometimes he'll be a sore winner because last year for the Super Bowl, how it works, obviously, I say when it goes to the playoffs, is you make score predictions for each and every single playoff game, and the points increase per round. Now, Luke was leading by a good margin. That all he needed was for me not to get the exact score. As long as he didn't get the exact score in the right person, that he would win. And he still was like, nah, I'm going to wait till you make your pick, and then I'm going to basically put my pick upon your pick. And I was going to pick the same team you do. And I was like, well, that's kind of crap. So, yeah, I will call him out on that. He is a sore winner. And you know what? Typical Bama fan. Call him out. Typical Bama fan. Sore winner. Anyways, back to it. Tears from the Nation. Yes, Dobie. It was for sure Tears from the Nation. It was, we all had a collective sigh of relief when Connor Hayward, the son of Cameron Hayward, the rambunctious younger brother that he is, ran in for a tush push. Something that the Eagles need to look at and be like, hey, look, if the Steelers can do it, maybe we can do it. I don't know what that was coming from. Anyways, from the 23-yard line, shotgun formation, 14-3. Going to send Darnell Washington in motion up to the left. Drops back a pass. Throws and be caught, and that's going to be DK Metcalf down to like the 28-ish yard line. So getting 5 yards. Second down 5. Excuse me. Huge flood warning from all the tears. Yes, Dobie. It was a tsunami of emotions, what it really was. A screen to Darnell Washington gets 2, and Jones wants to be old big man because he submarines him. I don't know if you can be old big man if you don't really pop him. You just, I'm going to go for them legs. And a quick pass. Takes a deep shot, and good Lord. Aaron Rodgers, who are you throwing to? I think Aaron thought there was supposed to be a pass interference, and he's upset because he thought that he was going to get a pass interference call, but he wasn't. Let's see here. Like I said, he just threw that. See here. I guess I can see why he's upset, but it's okay. Now the flags happen. Oh, shooting middle of the field. Oh, that's the reason why he was so early. Okay, that makes sense. I was wondering why it like cut back so quickly, and like Aaron Rodgers was like, hey, 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 he wasn't off. Let's see here, number 90 something trying to haul out of there. No, he didn't get off. Well, I can't tell. It's pretty close. Yeah, he's still on the field. He's still number 93 still on the field. His foot right there. So it is easy first down for the Steelers from the 35 yard line. Sorry, under center with Gainwell in the backfield. Gonna send Freiermuth into motion. Gonna be hands to Gainwell up to the 40, up to about the 45. First down 10 for the Steelers. There we go. We're getting some movement. We're getting some movement. Hey, Bug, wherever you are, stop flying around in my house. I don't know where you are, but I hear your wings. I hear you like flying into stuff. Goodness gracious! It's about that time. It's cold weather, so you got people. Yeah, the people. You got bugs coming to your house. Right now it's ladybugs. What it is. Gainwell once again gains well for about 8 yards. First down 10 for the Steelers. By the way, it was 2nd and 1. I thought they got a first down, but he technically didn't. 7:30 left to go in the third quarter. Still 14-3, and the Steelers trying to put this not put this game away. A little early for that, but trying to get a pretty insurmountable lead. Checks down to Gainwell. Gainwell's having an amazing day right now. Gains about 4. Second down 4. Second down 6. Sorry. Not signal 4. Ooh. By the way, the left tackle, last name Cook, trying to remember who he is, but he's making his first career start. Third quarter yards, 100 for the Steelers, -8 for the Dolphins. Pretty bad. Shotgun formation, drops back a pass, and is going to look. Oh my gosh. Almost picked off number 20. However, he could not haul it in. Third down 6. He got his hand on it. He had it. And then boop, when it goes down on the ground, it pops out of his hands. Wow. Excuse me. My word. That was awful. Sorry about that. So, third down 6. 6:39 left to go in the third quarter. An empty set for Aaron Rodgers from the 42.5. Now is going to have to call timeout. Don't know how they got a play clock all the way down there. Whoopsies. Someone's not paying attention. Nope. All right, let me get some drink. Pour up, drink. Oh yeah, not one of my students, but this was last week. Yeah, last week they were singing that some 2 of the students were singing that song before they're going into lunch. Swimming Pools by Kendrick Lamar. Faded, drank. Anyways, third down 6, 6:39 left to go in the third quarter, 14-3. Right now, let's show the AFC North. Kings of the North, right now. I've never seen Game of Thrones, so I don't really know I don't know the reference. I just know Kings of the North. That's all I know. Gonna send Gainwell into motion. Again, we're at 5 seconds left to go on the play clock. Gotta hurry your butt up. 3, 2, 1. Got a snap off. Drops back a pass. Throws across the middle. Caught by Freiermuth to the 30 up to the 26-yard line. First down 10 for the Steelers. 6:30 left to go in the third quarter. Yeah, the reason why I haven't watched Game of Thrones is because, like, a lot of my friends say it's good, obviously. And I remember, like, when it was popular. It was everything better to talk about. But because I know that the end of it ends so horribly, I kind of don't want to start it. Because I know it's going to end horribly. So instead of getting invested and then being disappointed, I can just be like, nah, I'm good. Handles Kenneth Gainwell, and unfortunately, he does not gain well. He actually loses a yard. Second down 11. I don't get how people can keep doubting what Bo Nix has been doing for the Broncos. Twitter as well. Okay. Look, it's it is fascinating, more so, how much people are willing to die on their own hill that they created based upon their own expectations. If they had a draft comp, or if they had, like, they saw a prospect a certain way, they will die on that hill until, like I said, they can't. They like I said, until they can't do anything else anymore. It's gonna be third down 11, try to throw the ball away. Like, there were so many people who were doubting Cam Newton after his rookie year because they were still like, oh, we can't really do this, can't really do that, and you'll have that every single time where you have people who, like, we're so much like, oh, this is never going to work out, this is never going to work out, and if they do, like, oh, well, this, and I don't know. I think they just have predetermined in their mind that, like, well, Bo Nix isn't really the true reason why the Broncos are winning. It's because they have an amazing defense. It's like, well, you're only watching half the game. And how did he grab that? Up to the 10, to the 5, and DK Metcalf touchdown. How? How? It was almost picked off. Everything got tipped in the air. DK Metcalf catches it. Stiff arms is just basically on his way into the end zone. And like I said, I told you DK's in 100 in the second half. It's technically he only got like maybe 30 something, but still, I told you. Guess what score is? 320. 320, 4:58 left on third quarter. Freaking go. It's freaking good. Yeah, it gets tipped. No, it doesn't. How did he miss? How did he miss? It was a bullet by Aaron Rodgers. It should have been tipped, but it goes right to DK, and then DK's just like stiff arming. I'm gonna juke you. I'm gonna get in the end zone. It's me, bully ball. That's how we do it in the SIP. That kind of, like I said, just absolute missile. DK stiff arms. Oh my gosh! Wait, was that Fitzpatrick? No, yes, it was. Holy crap! Minka just pushes him to the side. Lacey just throws him to the side, and then stiff arms another dude to go into the end zone. That's crazy. So Steelers running away with this thing. I'm happy now, but I've never seen Game of Thrones, which people used to hate me talking about because I kept calling it Game of Thorns. Game of Thorns, interesting. But yeah, no, I mean, I haven't watched a lot of huge shows that everyone talks about either because I didn't have like the means. Like I said, I didn't have HBO growing up, and so like, well, no, I didn't have like I said, technically you did, but I didn't watch it. But I still haven't seen The Sopranos. Still haven't seen The Wire. Haven't seen Ozark. That's a new-ish one. I said Game of Thrones. Okay. Also, I've watched Parks and Rec all the way through, like 4-5 times. I've never seen an episode of The Office. Like I said, I've seen Parks and Rec like 4 or 5 times. Same thing for Psych. Like those are my comfort shows. I've seen those a bunch of times, but I've never seen an episode of The Office. Never have. And I think it's also partial because like a lot of my friends, like the way they'll tell me is like, oh, your Office is really good, but it does go on for too long, and that's not a problem for the Parks and Rec. Parks and Rec ended right the way it should have. It, like I said, it hits all the story arcs in the 6th season, and the 7th season is like a love letter to all people who watch all the seasons. So, see, sad news. Boise State football lost. Yes, unfortunately, Parker. Boise State did lose to the Washington Huskies. Speaking of Washington, I am interested to see if Jeff Fish, who's the head coach for Washington, gets a little bit of look-see for that Michigan job that's open. Because it could be possible. Could be. Possible. Because there's like a lot of people who are looking at the Michigan job right now. Aaron Rodgers. Goodness, scratch my nose. Gosh, that's awful. 19 for 22, 180, and 2 tutties. The offense was good, but if it only had like one bad season at the end. It's only had one bad. Because like some people said, like the last 3 aren't the best. That's what I've also heard too. The last 3 aren't the best because, like they said, after what's their face? What's their name? John Krasinski's character in Pam. Is that her name? Pam. I don't know her name. Is it Pam? I think. Oh, Jim and Pam. After they get together, it's pretty much like a lot of the storylines are kind of done, and so they kind of go on for so long. If I remember correctly, I think it's what my friends have said, but I don't know. Like I said, I haven't seen the show, so I have no idea. So, first down 10 will be a throw to Devon Achane, and going to lose 2 yards. Try to get a screen pass, but like there was like nothing for him there. Honestly, I'm also going to say like the blocking for the Dolphins was kind of what's a good word to use? Unexpiring, to say at least. It was not great. Not great, Paul. Pam. Okay, so it was Pam. Is it Jim and Pam? Is that their name? Jim. I think that's what it is. Like I said, I feel bad that I don't know, but I honestly do not know. All right, so from the 28-yard line, going to be second down 12. Drops back a pass, throws, and almost picked off. Oh, man. Was that Alex Highsmith almost had the pick? Yes, it is. Oh, he dropped in coverage, almost got some pick. Third down 12, 4:03 left to go in the third. I've never seen Game of Thrones or The Office. I have, however, basically absorbed Game of Thrones in its entirety via cultural osmosis. I think that's fair. Like I said, I remember it was a huge spiel when like I think it's Khaleesi's character had like a Starbucks, so for some reason she left it and they left it in the shot. I think that's correct. I don't know. I remember something about Starbucks in the Game of Thrones. Drops back a pass. Third down 12. Just scrambling around at this point. Sacked. And that's going to be Wilson. Patrick Wilson with a sack. Fourth down. Punts ball away. Yeah, Steelers are looking like, hoo. But yeah. It's been a while since like the season. Is it season 8 or season 7? I can't remember how many seasons there are of Game of Thrones. But like it's been a while, and like because it was so big, like pretty much everyone talked about it. Same thing like with Walking Dead. Like I never watched Walking Dead, but like I know about it. One, because my mom watched it, and because like when we would have like Bible study, it was what a lot of my friends would be talking about. And I remember the season that was it Glenn? Is that the guy's name? Like the guy that everyone liked, and then when what happened to him, that was like I said, I don't know anything about The Walking Dead besides like small parts. Like I would like walk through the living room and see my mom watching it and be like, oh, that's what's happening. Okay. But I remember when that event happened because it was the talk of 6th grade. I think it was in 6th grade at that time. Yeah. It was a talk of 6th grade, and I had no idea what they were referring to. But they were like, I can't believe that happened. I can't believe it happened. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. But then they said that everything kind of went downhill after that. Anyways, depends how much you get into it. I have friends who just love every bit of it unconditionally. Jim and Pam. Nice Zoe. I have seen a few shows like that. Oh yeah, that did happen. It was a feast scene, if I remember correctly. Okay, yes. So it was correct, the Starbucks thing. Um, Also, the only scene that I've seen in its entirety from Game of Thrones is the hold the door thing because I think I asked Luke what he was referring to because he was referring to that scene, and I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And he was like, "You've never seen Game of Thrones?" And I was like, "No." So then he just showed me that scene. It was like, dude, like if you had like watched the show, this would like hit you really hard right now. And I'm like, yeah, I don't really know. I think it's cool, but I have no idea what's going on. So I was like, all right, because there's that, and then like I haven't watched It's Always Sunny, but Luke loves It's Always Sunny. So there was one time it was on his birthday. We just watched some random episodes, and I was like, okay, I can understand why people really like this. I can get behind it, but it's on my watch list. Just haven't watched it yet. But yeah, uh, Glenn, Carl, yeah, that Carl that I just sound, the Carl I just sounded like llamas with hats. Carl, that kills people. Yep, Dobie. The only bits I went out of my way to watch were the Dragon super cuts from each season. Oh, there's like little Dragon super cuts. That's pretty cool. Um, I'm trying to think of another one that's also like because of how big. Oh, what's the other one? Because some of the other shows like I watched because like I watched my with my mom. Like I'll talk about it in a second after we get done with this play. From the 19-yard line, shotgun formation, running back to his right. Aaron Rodgers is going to dump it off, and it goes right through the hands of Darnell Washington. Washington just bounces off of him. Second down 10. Like, so I watched pretty much, if I remember correctly, from season one until like, what was 2018, 2019? Whatever 2018 and 2019 was of Grey's Anatomy. I saw from season one all the way through because it was a show that my mom watched, and I watched it with her. I didn't really like it, but I just watched it with her. And that gets like maybe a yard uh, to Jalen Warren. It's supposed to be third down 9. But that was another big show that got a lot of people talking. And I just, like I said, I stopped after it was the season where they blew up a whole entire hospital floor just to kill off a person, and I was like, okay, no. I was like, this is dumb. I'm not doing this anymore. I was like, this is ridiculous. We've already had a whole bunch of times of just killing people off just because like I don't know what to do anymore. Okay, we're just gonna kill them. Bye. So sorry. Anyways, third down 8. Drops back to pass, dumps it off to Fryermuth, who gets a 25, and he is golly, got whooped. Not whooped, but got. Is it gonna be a unsportsmanlike conduct and extend this drive? Is it? Mike McDaniel's like, no. Like, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a sportsmanlike conduct. Sportsmanlike conduct, taunting. Yes, he was like he was over him. We can't have that in the NFL. We can't be standing over people. It's intimidating. Oh, oh, we can't have grown men standing over another grown man. What will the kids say? Will anyone think of the kids? He hits him and he gets up and he stands over him menacingly. I mean, look the way he looks him down. Do we want our kids to look other people down on the ground? No. We want them to pick them up because that's what we want, okay? We want the kids to learn sportsmanship. And that right there is unsportsmanlike, okay? NFL thinks of the kids. Now, when we see a player get CTE, we don't care about that. We don't care about a player, basically having his brain turn to mush. But they will know that if you get hit, you need to say thank you and you appreciate it. And don't stand over anybody. Don't stand over them. Going to be a handoff to Gainwell, who's going to cut back to the right up to the 50 and down about the 49, 48-yard line. So nice gain there by 11 yards. Not 11, I'm sorry, 9 yards. Second down and 1. Um, yep, Dobie. The only bits I went out of my I was right at that. Is Eagles football in the playoffs? More than likely, Parker, they are, unless something crazy happens. Unless they lose, like I said, to the Commanders, which is probably not going to happen. They can lose to the Bills, but if they lose the rest of their games and the Cowboys win the rest of their games, then yeah, maybe they miss out on the playoffs. But more than likely, the Eagles will make the playoffs. I would find it very hard to believe they wouldn't. No, Ryan, I meant. Oh, I found a video on YouTube that featured every second any of the dragons were on screen from each season. Oh, animation special effects work on the dragons, and that show's absolutely incredible. I agree. It has some of the best designs in film TV I've seen in a while. It is definitely no Dragonheart, that's for sure. Dragonheart first time though in the '90s was good, but watching it again is not there. Aaron Rodgers actually scrambles for about about 3 yards. However, there's a flag. Probably gonna be a hold. Yeah, I don't know why I don't know how in the world I pulled Dragonheart out of my out of nowhere, but yeah, Dragonheart with Sean Connery, Kevin Costner. What's his name? The one who I don't know why I'm only thinking of him in this movie, but the one who plays no, I'm gonna do a better movie. The one who plays Lupus in Harry Potter. He's like a younger guy. He's like the Mad King that has half of the Dragon Heart. I'm trying to describe Dragonheart at the same exact time. Who else is in there? There's another person who's in that Dragonheart movie. But yeah, he gets Sean Connery voicing a dragon. It's like 1998, I think. And for the time, the special effects is fine for the dragon. But watching it now, it's like watching my dad when I was younger, and I watched it another time too. My dad likes the movie. Uh, and I think when I was younger, I liked it. When I watched it again later on, when I think I was like 13, I was like, okay. Like, it's not the best special effects, but it's fine. First time. Yeah. Parker, is the Chargers going to be in the playoffs? I think they technically haven't confirmed, but unless, like I said, the Chargers lose out, they're pretty much in. Now they do have an interesting in this season schedule. So they already beat the Chargers, but they have the Cowboys. I know they have the Broncos at the very end, and they have the Texans. So they do have a little bit tough schedule, but more than likely they'll win at least one of those games and they'll clinch the playoffs. But right now they're not clinching the playoffs, but more than likely they will. I don't think the Chargers win the division. I know there's some people who are like, well, if the Broncos lose to the Jaguars, they could easily lose to the Chargers. All the Chargers got to do is just win out. And that's like, okay, that's all they got to do. They still got to play against one of the best defenses in the league right now, and their specialty is their edges, and you have one of the worst tackle tandems because both your tackles are down. So I would not be in. You would not be in your favor, if I'm gonna be honest. So Chargers should make it in, but it's still possible that doesn't. I can't remember where I was going from before Dragonheart kind of threw me for a loop. But yeah, that kind of thing. I'm trying to think what else we talking about before Dragonheart. Oh, that's right, Grey's Anatomy. But yeah, I remember the whole McSteamy, McDreamy stuff. That was when I was like 10, 10 or 11. And so when I was in high school, and a lot of the girls, because I was friends with a whole lot of people. When the girls were just starting to get into Grey's Anatomy, they would talk to me about Grey's Anatomy, and I couldn't tell them certain stuff that was happening. Like I couldn't tell them about the airplane episode. Anyone who's ever watched Grey's Anatomy knows about the airplane episode, so I couldn't tell them about that. Um, and so yeah, like it was. Um, yeah, Grey's Anatomy is a. I don't recommend it that much. It's like very much like a ER kind of this thing or whatever. It's like a medical drama that basically near like especially like after it gets a lot if it gets a lot of um, viewership, it starts getting very much into like the actual relationship and like oh he cheated on me doing this or oh they're gonna get together. Da, da, da. And I'm like God no, I'm good. And then people just make some stupid decisions. It's like this is not a real person. From the 29-yard line, I don't know why I'm still talking about Grey's Anatomy. Sorry. From the 29-yard line, it's a great run, catch and run by Pat Fryermuth. Aaron Rodgers shotgun formation, run back to his right. Going to be handoffs against Gainwell, who's going to try to get to the 25, actually to the 24-yard line. So nice gain there. Second down 5. Patrick Mahomes playing this Sunday. No, Parker. Parker, he is not. I'll be very surprised if he does. If that is confirmed, if Mahomes has a torn ACL and he's playing this Sunday, when they're eliminated from the playoffs, I'll be very surprised. Because I'm pretty sure it's been confirmed that he tore his ACL and also Micah Parsons. So both of them are out for the rest of the season and out for most of off season as well. Second down 5, drops back to pass. Aaron Rodgers, no looks pass to Warren up to 20 to 15, down to about the 13-yard line. First and 10 for the Steelers, 21-3, 13-30 left to go in the fourth. Ooh. What was another one? I'm trying to think of another show that I didn't watch. Oh, so I watched Suits, like when it came on. Suits, White Collar, Royal Pains, all those like USA shows, Burn Notice, and so I watched all those shows. Like those were my family shows that we all watched as a family, and then they got like a big bump on Netflix because like a lot of people started watching them, and I was like, oh yeah, I've watched this, and like, and they would start asking me questions. I'm like, no, I don't do that. Like I don't spoil. I try not to spoil like shows and stuff like that. So they kept asking me questions, and I'm like, I can't tell you because they would ruin it. So no, just watch the show. But what happens is, no, don't ask me. But what happens? No, don't ask me. I'm not going to tell you. Just watch the show, enjoy the show instead of me trying to tell you if it's good or not, or if this person's good with this person, or is this person finally going to get caught, or when is he going to get caught for what he's doing? Because Suits is an interesting one for sure. It is interesting. It is interesting watching Suits, and then now like after everything, and like you're like I remember when she was just kind of just there because her role doesn't really get bigger until um, later on in I think it's like what season. They start having the bigger role in season 2, I think. But yeah, anyways, it's uh, yeah. Royal Pains was good. Burnos was good. What's another one that we watched? The family one that just kind of got like a big one. There were some other shows too that I was trying to think about that I watched initially, and then all of a sudden they got like a big following later on. Is the Bills football in the playoffs? More than likely, yes. I think technically the only people who have clinched the playoffs is the Broncos, but like the Bills still have the Jets in Week 18. They do have the Eagles in Week 17, and then they have who do they have this upcoming week? Who do the Bills have this upcoming week? Somebody's down on the ground. Oh, okay. It's Oh, it was Fitzpatrick. Oh, okay. So Fitzpatrick was down. That's the reason why a lot of Steelers fans were around, Steelers players were around him. Um, I can't remember who the Bills played this upcoming week, but yeah, the Bills pretty much are almost a lock to be in because unless they lose out, which they would, like I said, have to lose to the Jets. Now it's going to happen in Week 18. Like I said I think the Jets are the Bills are pretty much guaranteed to get in, and there's still technically a chance for them to win the division, though. They have to get some help from the Ravens. If the Ravens are able to beat the Patriots, then off actually going to be a toss. That's going to be to, is that Jonnu Smith? Yes, it is. Jonnu Smith with a rushing touchdown. Hey, hey, Dobie, I think Jonnu Smith deserves that one right there. Got him some rush touchdown. 14-yard rushing touchdown. Looky there. 27-3. Get that extra point, make it 28-3. And then we can get a main one here and be like, hey, it's 28-3 with 13 minutes left to go in the fourth. Maybe the Dolphins come back. Who knows? Is the Broncos? Yes, the Broncos are guaranteed to be in the playoffs. They have clinched their ticket. Technically, them and the Rams, only teams that have clinched their playoff berth. Kick is up, kick is good. So it is 28-3. Steelers over the Dolphins. And I just want to say how beautiful it is that we have offense in the second half. I tried to tell y'all that was going to happen, and I was right. Who knows? I mean, it's almost as if I told you that the offense was going to be popping. Now, did it happen for the Dolphins? No. But it happened for the Steelers, and that's all I care about. That's all I care about. Hello there, Dobie. Boo. Hey, I said it. I'm back. I'm free. Are you Dobby? Were you given like, I don't know why I went back to Harry Potter with that one. Were you given like some socks? Were you given a pair of clothing? You're free. But as I said, it is 28-3 there, Emmanuel, okay? It is 28-3. I don't know why you hate that score. I think the score is great. I mean, it's two AFC teams. It's 3-28. 3-28. Not 23, it's 3-28. Parker, is the Lions football in the playoffs this year? Yes, no, depends. So technically, the Lions need some help, but it is possible. It is possible for the Lions to make the playoffs. However, they got to beat the Bears, which is going to be hard, but they've done it before. So they got to beat the Bears. Got to beat the Steelers. Obviously, got to win out, so that's obvious. But if they win out, they're 11-6. And let's just say if the Bears lose, hopefully it doesn't happen. But let's just say the Bears lose, like, obviously I said if they lose to the Lions and they lose one more game, then you have the Lions have a tiebreaker over the Bears, and they would get into the playoffs over the Bears. So that's the only way. So there is a way for the Lions to make the playoffs, but they need some help. Or they need the 49ers to collapse. The 49ers could collapse, and they could make them get back in, but who knows? Dobie, no. Well, hey, you never know. It's a possibility. It is technically a possibility that the Bears could miss out on the playoffs. The only people who can't miss out on playoffs right now is going to be the Rams and the Broncos. So you never know. Or they could have the Packers or Lions lose out as well. That is true. That is true. Parker, is the Packers football in the playoffs this year? They are in an interesting spot because they have a pretty hard rest of the schedule. They got the Ravens. They got the Vikings at the end of the season, which they can still win. And they got the Bears. So, like, 2 divisional games and against the Ravens. So it's not guaranteed, but the Packers could lose out, and yes, they would lose the division. Not lose division, but they would lose out in the playoffs because, like I said, right now they're what 9. I think they're 9-4-1. So that tie kind of helps you out a little bit, especially if you're like matched up with someone else who's like 11-6. They just don't have that tie, but Tua drops it a pass, going to dump it off to HN up to the 35, up to the 40, up to the 45, up to about midfield, out of bounds though. Still 12:44 left to go in the fourth. Oh, goodness gracious! Excuse me. Very sorry for that. Seahawks football in the playoffs this year. More than likely, like I said, they could still, if they lose out, the Seahawks could be an interesting spot. Because they have the Rams, the Panthers, and the 49ers. So, like, the Seahawks are in an interesting spot. I said, after this upcoming week, we'll know a lot more about the NFC playoff picture. Devon Achane runs about 10 yards, first down 10 for the Dolphins. Because there are still a lot more probable teams who could make the NFC playoffs than the AFC. So it kind of depends. Kind of depends. But I do think the Seahawks have a pretty good shot, especially like I said, with that defense of theirs. I don't think they win the division. I'm probably going to pick them to win against the Rams, but I don't think that they will. But I'm hoping that they do, so they can be the top seed in the NFC when we face them. Throw by Tua can be caught by Waddle all the way down to the 26-yard line. First down 10 for the Dolphins. 11:20 left to go in the fourth. Is the Ravens football in the playoffs? It truly depends on what the heck happened over there. Some dog is barking. I don't know why that dog is upset. Anyways, it depends on how the Steelers do. If the Steelers are losing to the Lions and then they lose to y'all, then it's still a possibility. But you have to, like the Ravens would have to win out. By the way, throw to air Darren Waller down to about the 6-yard line, first and goal. If the Steelers lose to the Lions and lose to the Ravens, and the Ravens can win out, then that's their easiest path. Or they need the Steelers to lose, like the Browns or something, which is not going to happen. So yeah, more than likely because this win, the Steelers are going to win the division, but it's still possible. Still possible, technically. All right, so pistol formation. Drops back to pass. Tua, getting pressure. Rolls out. And throws out of bounds. Second and goal. Which teams out the playoffs now? So some of the obvious ones, like I said, you got the Giants, the Jets, the Raiders, the Commanders, the Chiefs, and whatnot. The ones that are not as noticeable, like I said, the Falcons are out, obviously, like I said, because they have to win the division, and they got swept by us, and they got beat once by the Bucks, so they have no shot at winning the division. Tua dropped back a pass on second and goal. He's got time. He's going to throw a lob, and that's going to be caught by Darren Waller. So Darren Waller gets a touchdown. Good for him. 9:41 to go the fourth quarter, and we're no longer 28-3. See who else is out of the playoffs that actually would have had a chance. With more likely a loss here, the Dolphins are pretty much eliminated. Bengals are more likely eliminated. Who else will be eliminated? That's not obvious. Cardinals obviously eliminated. There's a lot of obvious ones. The other ones that are not also obvious I already kind of talked about. But yeah, there's still a lot of people who still technically have a chance. All right, 2-point conversion by the Dolphins. Drops back a pass. Tua looks to the left, throws like I don't know. I don't even know how. Like Darren Waller's tall. He's not like 7'8". Bengals have finally been eliminated. Yes, like I said, with the Steelers more than likely winning this game, they do not have a shot. They would have had a shot if, like, for some odd reason, whatchamacallit, if the Steelers would have lost, but yeah, so they're more than likely going to be eliminated. This is the first year Chiefs football did not make the playoffs this year, right? If they haven't made it, that is since let's see. So it's the first time you haven't won a division since 2015, and then I think it's the first time you haven't made the playoffs since 2013. I think 2013. Because see, 2014 was the year when y'all started off like I think 0-2, and then you made the wild card, or it's divisional, and then you lost to the Colts, that came back and won with Andrew Luck. So that was in the divisional, and then you have 2015. You win, you lose the division to the Broncos, and you think you still make the playoffs. 2016 onward, you've won the division. So it's the first time since 2016 that you haven't. So yes. So 2014 they did make it? They didn't make it? I thought 2014 they did make it. So I thought that was the comeback for for Aaron Rodgers. Andrew Luck. Like they were down for forever. I'm pretty sure it's the divisional round where Andrew Luck, like said, the running back fumbles. Andrew Luck picks it up and then he like basically dives into the end zone. I thought that was 2014. Like I said, it's a Alex Smith led team. I thought it was. I might be wrong. Because 2012 season was when they got to the 2013 draft where they took Eric Fisher first overall. I think that's right? I saw it off Twitter. Okay. 2014. I might be wrong. All right. Anyways, about to be back to the Asheville game. Yeah, it has been a while since the Chiefs have not been in the playoffs. So 9:41, let's go to the fourth. Will Mahomes play Carolina Panthers football? Will like next year? He'll play. I think the Chiefs play the Panthers next year. Are you asking will Mahomes play for the Carolina Panthers? No, that's not going to happen. That it can happen in my dreams, but no, it's not. That's not going to happen. But yeah, he like I said, more like he's just going to be like spend the whole entire offseason rehabbing. I mean, same thing happened with Joe Burrow. He like I said, he was able to come back. There's somebody else who also came back around this time too. Like I said, obviously Mahomes will lose like the offseason, but I mean the guys also had other times where he was supposed to be out for longer and he played. So I would expect Mahomes to be back by the beginning of the season, or if not the very beginning, I said week 3 or 4. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. They did make that comeback that you were talking about, but still missed the playoffs in 2014 with a 9-7 record. Okay, gotcha. So it must have been 2013 season, 2014 playoffs. Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Second down, 9 for a 1-yard gain up to the 36-yard line. Going to be a toss, and that's going to be to the left side, and that's going to be up to about the 40. So nice gain there. Third down, about 5. because it was the 2014 AFC Championship game when but no, that would have been 2015. That would have been Deflategate. What did I think though? I don't know. We'll find out. Parker, will Chiefs football go to be good next year or not? Depends on your draft. I gotta wait and see if you. Depends on your schedule. Depends on your draft. If you make wise decisions, then I think there's a chance that you could be a wild card team. But I don't think. Um, I don't think you. I don't think you make it. I don't think you make it all the way to the AFC Championship game. I think there's a possibility you could make it to the wild card. Obviously, once you get into the playoffs, kind of like everything kind of goes out the window. But like I said, I think for the next couple of years, your best bet is maybe making it to the divisional round. But just be okay with doing that for the next 2 years while you do like a soft reboot. Like honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if the Chiefs try to go with Sadiq. Obviously, like people are putting y'all with Jeremiah Love, which I would hate. I would not want y'all to go against Jeremiah Love, but I'll go with Jeremiah Love because that would be amazing for y'all. But you do that, or you could trade down and try to get Sadiq, the tight end out of Oregon, to be the Kelsey replacement. 2015 Broncos made it to the AFC Championship game. The Chiefs did not make it to the AFC Championship game until I want to say 2018. Yes, because 2017 was the 2017 was the was that the Titans one? I can't remember. But yeah, they didn't make it to the 2018 because they made it to the AFC Championship game. Because that was the 2018 was a year where the Rams versus Saints NFC, and then the Chiefs versus the Patriots AFC Championship game, where D Ford lined up off sides, and they made it to the AFC Championship game consistently for the next couple of years, and until this year. Well, no, the last time they didn't make it was that was an AFC Championship game. It was the Bengals when they beat them. Yeah. $7:41 left to go in the fourth quarter. It's 4th down and 1. Got to punt this ball away. Again, it's 28-9. Hunt is underway. And will be returned by Washington to attempt. Oh, gosh, you got clotheslined. You got absolutely clotheslined by number 44. Got it to about the 14-yard line. So 7:23 left to go in the fourth quarter. Is Bills going to the Super Bowl? I don't think so. Their defense is too vulnerable for them to make it to the Super Bowl. I think the Bills can make it to the divisional. Depends on the matchup if they can make it to the championship game. If the Bills match up, let's just say the Bills are the 5th seed. Say the Bills are 5th seed. The Bills are 5th seed, and they play against the Patriots in the divisional. Then I can see them making it all the way to the I can see them making it all the way to the AFC Championship game. And this is like me thinking of the Texans versus Broncos in the divisional round, which would be amazing. But it depends on, for me, it depends on the seeding for Buffalo if they can make it to the AFC Championship game. But for the most part, I see them being as a divisional participant. All right, goodness gracious, 2nd down to 1. 2017 was Alex Smith blowing the 21-3 lead in the wild card to the Titans. So that's right. I did think it was the Titans. It was Marcus Mariota, where he threw the ball to himself and he scored a touchdown. The Colts didn't make it to the AFC Championship game until 2018. Wait, so I wait no, I thought the Deflategate was 2014. Remember, it was like 2014. They made it because the Colts versus Patriots. 'Cause the Patriots blew them out, and then the Patriots went on to win against the Seahawks in that Super Bowl. I thought. I don't know. Tua's going to get sacked back at the 21-yard line by Cameron Hayward. Excuse me. Second down, about 17. Do I like Andy Reid? Yes, I do there, Parker. I think Andy Reid's the best coach in the NFL. Close second is going to be Sean McVay. So I think Andy Reid's pretty much guaranteed to be in the Hall of Fame. One being the career leader at two different franchises and wins. So like I said, he not only did he have Super Bowl success for the Chiefs, but also like at the Eagles took them to 4 straight NFC Championship games. Second down, 17. Tua's going to throw it to the right side, wide open up to the 40-ish yard line, and that is Greg Dyche. Is it Dyche? I think it is. Anyways, first down 10. 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. The game's already over, so that's when I'm kind of just going like sort of mellow. But yeah, it's not. I think they're right home about. I could probably go to bed before midnight. That's pretty nice. About 4:40 left to go in this game. 28-9. It's a 19-point game. So, two in shotgun formation, right back to his left, draws back to pass, and he's going to throw, and that's going to be, oh! All right, he's okay? All right, Samuel, don't do that, dude. Don't submarine somebody and basically just almost like pop their knee out of socket. I hate that. No, Colts were in the AFC Championship game in 2014. Okay, so they were. Okay, good. That's what I thought. Travis Kelce playing next year? I don't think so. I think because of how this year has gone, I think he'll just, play his final season, because like I said, you can kind of see that he's also kind of lost a step too, but hasn't lost it completely. So I think pride is going to hurt him a little bit in the end, but I think that for the most part he's going to do what his brother did. Unfortunately, like I said, his brother wasn't able to end his year out on top and just go with the flow. 45-7. Yes, that's right. Because it was a bludgeoning. Is what it was. It wasn't a blow. It was a bludgeoning. Throw it to Devon Acham to the 30-yard line, so it's going to be a gain of about 7 or 8. Second down, 3:19 left to go in the fourth quarter. The Dolphins have all 3 timeouts, but they're down by 3 scores. So you said the game's much over, but still can't say something. Second down, 4 from the 31-yard line. Going to send Washington in motion up to the right. Drops back a pass, and 2 is going to step in the pocket. Is going to get, actually avoids the sack. Throws H.M. to 25, cuts back inside 20, 15, down to the 13-yard line. First and 10 for the Dolphins. 3 minutes left to go in the fourth. Somehow Tua got out of that pressure and threw to Devon Acham. He's got 57 rushing yards, 61 receiving yards. He's been busy today. Tua, 80%. Timeout is called by Steelers. Their last timeout, by the way. Do I like Patrick Mahomes? Okay. So overall, yes, I do like Patrick Mahomes. I think he's right now he beat Aaron Rodgers' peak athletically wise, where Aaron Rodgers' peak for a while was at 22 to 2016, where he won two MVPs. He had the run table season. He had a Super Bowl win, and like I said, he had a 15 wins regular season. Like he had really good stats during that time. And Patrick Mahomes has superseded that peak while also being almost on the same exact level as far as like when Aaron Rodgers was young, especially his being able to sling it in different arm angles, same as that kind of stuff. Like I think Mahomes has passed that. So as far as like quarterbacks goes, I like him that way. I just don't like how he's also taking that same thing with like a lot of quarterbacks do, which is kind of throw a fit when things are going their way. Touchdown once again, Darren Waller. Great job, Darren Waller, getting 2 touchdowns. Um, yeah, for the most part, I like him. I just don't like some of the times when he's complaining a lot. Like, we didn't get this call, we didn't get this call, we didn't get this call. Instead of just kind of going with the flow, it's just like, upset that something didn't happen your way, which is typical of quarterbacks, so I'm not going to hold it totally against them. Pretty much waiting until this game's ending because like I said the game's pretty much done. But all right, so 28-15, and it's going to be Tua scrambling, throw, and it's going to be incomplete. Hit Greg Dyche in the hands, but unfortunately, it will be 28-15. Do I like Jalen Hurts? I do. I like him. Now, I don't love him as much as other people. Jalen Hurts, like I said, started off at Bama, was there for 3 years, got a spot got a spot taken in his sophomore year, and then Tua pretty much like led the team that next year when Jalen came in the SC championship game, didn't leave, came in the SC championship game, and delivered a win unto Alabama, and then transfers to Oklahoma, and that's where like he always was a really good runner, powerful, savvy runner, but he needed to work on his passing mechanics, and especially like I said, like certain other things, kind of like that, and he did, and so that's what really showed out. And which one? Oh shoot, I lost my train of thought. Oh, like I said, he got better at Oklahoma. They desperately need kind of same thing for Bo Nix going to Oregon, which sucks, but still. And I had him pegged as developmental type, but I liked him in the long run. And yeah, it's worked out. Like I said, Jalen Hurts been good. Obviously, like I said, there's still some ups and downs. So people were like, either overhating him or overhyping him. It's the same thing with Dak, though. Dak has that same thing falling to where you have some people who absolutely hates him, or you got some people who are like, I don't really care. But I do think that Jalen Hurts is getting not a lot, but getting too much credit for the way things are when technically, like I said, it's a mixture of the two. But for some odd reason, a lot of fans just want to focus on one aspect, and it's like, that's not always the case. That is not always the case. So recovered by the Steelers, goes right through Adam Thielen's hands. Not great when you're supposed to be on the hands team there, Adam Thielen. Goodness gracious. But yeah, I do like Jalen Hurts. I don't think he's a top 5 QB. I think I actually had at the very beginning. Did I have him in the top 5 or did I have Justin Herbert? I can't remember what I had, but we had the conversation about it. Under center, overload to the right. 2:30 left to go the fourth. Good Lord. Going to be a toss out to the right, and Gainwell is going to get up to about the 46-yard line. So, again, about 3 or 4 yards. Ah, my nose. I think Dak gets a lot of hate just for being a Cowboy. That's fair, too. That is definitely fair. Do I like Trevor Lawrence? I always thought he was getting overhyped, if I'll be honest. So, Trevor Lawrence, like I said, okay. I think people took his high school career and his freshman career and then wanted to permanently base him off of that for quite some time. Because not only was he the first, I repeat, not the first, but not only was Trevor Lawrence the number one recruit in his whole entire recruiting class, but he also, sorry, he also, in his freshman year at Clemson, leads him to a national title. And I think that people overhyped him too much because they saw his potential and was like, oh, he's going to be a future Hall of Famer for us. And it's like, don't really know about that. Give me a toss up to Gainwell, who is going to get about a yard, maybe. So we're going to go 2-minute warning. But Trevor Lawrence is fine. He's going a little bit of tear. I think he'll probably play better next year. We can probably gain up to, let's say, be like the 9th or 10th spot. But yeah. Dobie, hating on the Cowboys used to be so cool until they lost to the Packers in 2014 with Des Ketchit. Now even they realize they're never going anywhere until they get rid of Jerry Jones. That's the reason why I changed up the character for Penthouse. Trevor Lawrence is a product of that rest of the quarterbacks in his draft class failing so much that he gets boosted more than he should. That and also kind of stuff that I was talking about because people people were trying to make him to be the next Andrew Luck and be the generational talent. And I was like, I don't like us doing that when I don't think he's that. Do I like Joe Burrow? I do. I do think he gets a little bit overhyped a little bit sometimes. Like I said, I think he is obviously one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Definitely helps who he has thrown to him. He throws to. But Aaron Rodgers still gets tackled after he fell down. He's like, why didn't I get hit? Why did I still get hit? But yeah, no, I like him. For Joe Burrow, his whole entire thing right now is he about to go the Carson Palmer route and just try to get himself out of Cincinnati, which is crazy because he almost went to Cincinnati. Instead of going to LSU, he almost went to Cincinnati. He's from Ohio, so I don't know. I don't know about Joe Burrow and his future. Maybe he's just doing it to try to get rid of Zach Taylor so they can try to get a new head coach. I don't know, but Joe gets a lot more credit than I think he deserves. However, he also gets dogged on way more than he should. I'll put it at that. Because I think people underestimate how good he has been, but they also will only look at how he basically took the lowly Bengals and made them consistent, but at the same time, because of his injury, you were able to pair a really good wide receiver T. Higgins with Jamar Chase. So, kind of looked at him that. People should perform in the field, and their play should tell us if they're generational talent rather than people just typing them up as generational. Exactly. Hyping them up as generational. Do you like Matthew Stafford? Ooh, Parker. So I've talked about it before. I used to hate Matthew Stafford. Absolutely loathe the man. By the way, it's 2:04 left to go in the game. 2 minutes, not 2 minutes. It's at the 2-yard line because it's pinned down deep. for the Dolphins. Hands off to Devon Achane, who gets like about maybe 3 yards going into the commercial break. But like I said, I used to hate Matthew Stafford because his Georgia team, his breakout game was against Auburn, and it cost us a BCS chance of the BCS title game. I put that in one of the worst losses that I've ever experienced in my life. It was one of the first, that one in the LSU game where John Vaughn absolutely just could not kick himself a field goal. Those are my two earliest memories of heartbreak at the hands of Auburn football. But he kind of grew on me because I like Detroit. Detroit was my second NFC team. Obviously, I was a Panthers fan, but I had to choose between the Lions and the Ravens because both of them had also drafted, had taken Auburn players that I liked. Nick Fairley went to Detroit, and then Josh Bynes went to, Josh Bynes went to, what the heck? Anyways, Josh Bynes went to the Ravens. So I still kept up with both those teams. So he kind of grew on me, but like there was a while that I did not like Matthew Stafford. Do I like Christian McCaffrey? Of course I do, Parker. I don't. Okay, here's the thing. I know a lot of fan bases are like, oh, this person ops, especially when they leave. I usually don't feel that way, especially when we trade him. Like, I don't feel like, I mean, we're the ones who traded Chris McCaffrey. It's not like that he was, you know, just leaving us. He just got traded. So I'm not overly upset with them. Um, some fans are, though. Because, like I said, if anybody leaves the team, they're like, oh, well, they're the ops. I'm not that way. Yeah, I do like Chris McCaffrey. I understand why we did it because we were at that point in time when we traded Chris McCaffrey. We were at our ends, and at this point, he was healthy, but he was only a matter of time before he got injured. So we traded for the most we possibly could. So, yeah. Yeah, I do. Oh, my goodness. It has hit me hard. So as soon as this game ends, I'm probably going to get on out. Do I like Jared Goff? Yes, I like Jared Goff when he came out of college from Cal. Um, he has gone through a very interesting cycle from being the man to being ousted to being the man again. And yeah, like I said, I what okay, I don't know, somebody was in some kind of animal outfit at a Steelers jersey on. Okay. Anyways, wow. Yeah, Jared Goff, I do like Jared Goff. Sorry, Dobie. Sounds really good. Thank you for the stream, Ryan. I hope everybody has a good night. Yeah, I hope so too. Like I said, we still got a little bit more times, like 134 left, but like the game's essentially over. But I can already feel myself like getting tired. Do I like Baker Mayfield? I think he's like I said, he put himself in that top 10 quarterback conversation, especially the last couple of years. However, I can't because he's a divisional quarterback. Like I'm gonna put him down a little bit more because I said I don't like the division. It's like I'm still gonna put him down a little bit, but kinda kind of like him. At the same time, I'm not a huge fan of Baker. Almost picked off, by the way, by Porter. I got basically knocked into his hands. He was not expecting it, and so he got dropped to the ground. 42 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Second down 10. Yeah. Like I said, it's basically over. Yeah, I'm not a because like I said, he's the Buccaneers quarterback. I can't like him, but I do love Josh Allen. There, Parker. I love Josh Allen. Yes, he did break Cam Newton's record, but like I said, I was going to have it regardless. So somebody was going to break it. If it wasn't Josh Allen, it would have been eventually been Lamar. So Timeouts called by the what? You have no timeouts. You can't call timeout. You have no timeouts. What are you doing, Tua? He don't even know what he's doing. Delay game. Yeah. I do like Josh Allen. Okay. 42 seconds. Let's just get this over with. It'll be 28-15, by the way, when we end this. Because unless something crazy happens, which is probably not going to happen. Going to throw it. We check down. That's going to be to Washington up to 20. Inbounds. Clock continues to run. 30 seconds left to go. The fourth quarter clock continues to run. Do I like Jordan Love? I think he's developed very nicely. I think that he has very extreme talent. He just needs to get a little more consistent because unfortunately he is only kind of consistent when there's his Toyota-thon. Gain up to about the 38-yard line. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. All right, game is over. 28-15. There we go. All right. As you want me to tell, I am very, very tired. And I will see y'all on Thursday. Thursday says Seahawks versus Rams. The last thing I'll say, Parker, do I like J.J. McCarthy? No. I was not a fan of him coming out. Thought he had to go to the first situation, which was the Vikings. And then again, I was like, it's still going to be very hard for him to succeed. And I still kind of agree with that. Anyways, I will see you on Thursday. And I'm about to go to bed because I am pooped. I'm tired.